What is thy bidding, my master?
What to do is we're going to take a stent, which is a plastic tube, and we're going to stick it up your pee hole, and it's going to go all the way up into your kidney, and we're going to take a laser up there to the source inside, and we're going to shoot it there.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, for you, not me. And then we're going to shoot it with lasers and break it up a bunch, and then we're going to leave that plastic tube in your pee hole for up to 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, dude, they're gonna have to do the Death Star.
Yeah,
fucking,
that's literally exactly what I
the
was
trench
thinking.
run. They're gonna have to Luke Skywalker.
Eek, it's a trap! I'm a Costco guy. Of course I can fill up on free samples. It goes off to me and the Costco guys. Whatever. They got a big laugh, whatever.
You should have been like, this gay porn gets 5 big booms.
I know. I thought about extending it. So I did think about extending the joke. So I thought about extending the joke. I'm glad you brought that up because I wouldn't have thought about that. So I thought about doing the joke about like, yeah, I'm a Costco guy. Of course I can fill up on free samples. And like, girls don't want to hear that. They definitely don't want to hear that you give their pussy 2 booms. Boom, boom. Yeah, so I thought about and if you have a black girlfriend, she definitely doesn't want you to call her your double chub chocolate cookie.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say double chunk chocolate pussy.
Oh, all right, even better. So this is why we do this. My double chunk chocolate pussy. That's fucking great. All right, I'm doing that one from now on. God damn it.
All in those wits. Mic check 1 2, y'all hitting the kicks. Comedians live bringing all they tricks. Show me your bits, we laugh till we split. Latest jokes and news, what we roast and spit. Show me your bits, hey, show me your bits.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Show Me Your Bits podcast. My name is Matt Tamburino. I am the host of this goddamn thing. As always, I got my co-host, editor extraordinaire, Perry motherfucking Benton. That's him. We got a very special guest in the house tonight. Can't wait to talk to this guy. We're going to find out some shit about him. But yeah, we got our guest, Eddie Carter.
Hello. This is my first podcast.
That's his one for real?
Yeah. I'm so excited. Yeah.
Oh, baby's first podcast.
Baby's first. Yeah.
Well, this is our 5th one, so don't worry.
That's good. Well, Perry's done a few more with his other podcasts.
Yeah, I don't like to think about that.
Oh, sorry.
But thank you for bringing up his other relationships.
My bad.
No, it's cool. Just,
We're in an open podcast relationship right now.
That's fair.
One of us is open. Hi.
Polyamory. Come on.
There you go. There you go. I like it.
Okay, that just sounds like you shit in multiple toilets. I got you.
Polyamory.
I honestly, I don't understand what Perry laughs at because
I thought you were gonna say I don't understand polyamory. Sorry, go ahead.
No, to an extent,
I don't understand polyamory either, but at the end of the day, it's just different strokes from different folks.
Hell yes.
What were you gonna say? You said you hate polyamorous people.
No,
Yeah, what's that?
I think they're fine. It's just not. It's not for me.
No. What were you actually gonna say?
Your humor is so. I think you think your humor is normal, but your humor is different from everyone else's sense of humor.
Is it?
I think so personally.
Oh, okay.
But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Because like I do jokes that I think are funny. I try to make you laugh, and you're just nothing. No, but then like Dom just says like one word, and you like cry on the floor laughing. I'm like, I can never do that.
What do I matter?
Yeah, I just think for people, I can't make crack. I take it as like a mission, like a goal that I have to make them laugh.
That's good. That's a good thing.
But then I don't. I just have to say something like is super racist or sexist to make you laugh. Super misogynist, like something crazy, something that like against people with special needs.
Well, I think it's funny because it's an insane thing to say, and it's so incorrect that I think it's funny ironically. But I'm around people that I think it's because I'm around people that are genuinely racist, and
how often are you around?
Just like my friends that come over and hang out.
No, just a weekly meeting that y'all get together.
No, but I mean my
white robes.
My family are like deep South Baptists, and so I'm just like casually sitting here. And so when people in Atlanta are talking about like racism, I'm like, dude, I know some.
You know the funniest thing to say.
No. I know some real
okay.
motherfuckers, and so I think it's such a ridiculous thing to say because I hear people say things genuinely, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so when someone says it in like the context of like, I'm like that's such a ridiculous thing to say,
What's the most racist thing you've ever heard in your life?
His is
Because to me, it's
Oh,
not.
God.
It's not the N word. I'll tell you what mine is, and it's pretty fucking bad.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna cut this
I can
out.
tell mine first. If you, oh, okay. No, don't cut it out. I mean, you can cut yours out, but no, it's when I was in high school. I was a junior in high school, and one of my really good friends. He was like a good friend of mine. I didn't know him super well, but we just knew, we were high school friends. Until this day, they were sitting next to each other in fucking science class or something, and this girl in the front of the room just kept talking and talking. But it wasn't too bad, all right, for this response. But this guy turns to me and he goes, "Hey man, I really wish that colored bitch would shut the fuck up." Right. I mean, that's just dude. I had to turn to okay, we're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
That's just that's
I've
real.
got-
That is real. See, that's what he's talking about. That's real racism. That's
Dude,
not
I was-
black people. No, it's he meant to. That was such a wild.
I was in history class one time, and we were taking a quiz, and this white dude, a black girl, was sitting behind him, and she was breathing on his neck or something, and he stands up, flings his desk, and starts screaming in her face, "You fucking," and just hard R over and over and over again.
Man.
Anyway, what were you saying about podcasts?
No, I was gonna say a lot of times I get the Green Mile and the Longest Yard confused.
Jesus Christ.
That's not even a false. Sometimes when people say the Green Mile,
Dude, all right, you know what, dude? I don't care what you say. The Rock.
I got him to crack. I did it. It's the first time I made him laugh.
I'm trying to remember the actor's name from the Green Mile so I can do this joke.
They're so vast.
It's-
What's his name? What's the guy's name?
Is
from the Green Mile?
Denzel in the Green Mile?
Jesus Christ! Dude,
I don't
just
know.
be more racist.
No,
please.
it's Tom
Just be more-
Hanks.
It's-
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
it's
Tom Hanks,
black
and it's
guy.
the black guy. It's James Earl Jones.
Yeah,
No,
Darth
it's not.
Vader.
Yeah.
It was a 3-word name. Fuck.
Yeah,
Samuel L.
he was
Jackson.
trying
The
to
3
use.
people that watch this podcast are going crazy right now. It's fucking.
Hold on, 50.
50. Yeah, that's
50.
right. Yeah, we haven't gotten 50 viewers.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's not me refreshing.
We have
fucking
100.
every couple minutes.
100 on the first one, 50 on the second one.
Just put it up a day ago.
Are you
That's
sitting
fine.
there
50 on that one,
refreshing?
No,
Wait, there's
no.
50 on the one from a day ago? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Numbers, moving
doing
numbers. The most racist thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, go ahead.
This isn't even that racist.
It was directed towards him. It wasn't about black people. It was about him.
Compared to y'all's things, it's actually not that bad. But at the time, it definitely was the most racist thing I've heard. And it's my uncle.
Until today, that was.
Yeah. Well, my uncle. He's not my uncle. He's like my dad's cousin or whatever. But we call him uncle, whatever. And we're not close to him because he's crazy. Okay. But I think I was 14. My sister was 16, and we were at my grandmother's house, and he just sits us down, and he goes hey, you know how they name Asian children? You know how they name them Chinese children?
They throw them down the stairs or something.
They throw silverware at the wall.
Oh.
And then it was the worst bomb I've ever heard in my life. Me and my sister just sat there and we just went, yeah. And then we went away.
Well, probably at the time, you just hadn't been around enough Chinese people to
Yeah,
understand.
dude. If you knew
how
some ching
accurate-
chongs and some bing bongs,
No,
you'd be like,
come
"Whoa, that is the sound
Yeah,
silverware
I
makes."
think my Chinese friend growing up, his name was Eric.
Silverware doesn't make that sound.
Great. Yeah.
Eric.
It doesn't.
Dude, I always wanted to play video games with Eric, but his dad, he wasn't doing good in school, and his dad threw his Xbox in the garbage.
Wow.
And I thought, what a waste of money.
His actual name was Alec, but he pronounced it Eric.
Oh my god.
I found it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, leave it to me to find the racism in anything.
I can't believe I was saying his name wrong this whole time.
Let's say me and you start. Me and Abby do this. Me and Abby take notes on each other's sets when we're around.
Me and
we,
Abby are going to start doing that with each other too. So now you and Abby are in a polyamorous.
We're a polyamorous comedy relationship.
Every day
Yeah.
I find out about somebody new.
But no,
Every
if
day.
I start,
Who the fuck is Abby?
The only reason me and Abby do that is because we write similarly.
Yeah,
so we can do that.
yeah, you guys
If I
do.
can't do that with you and give you hard truth because you're doing your own style that I don't.
Yeah, true.
I can't. I don't
Yeah, you're
understand
right.
as well. So that's
Yeah.
like Sherry. I would never. I would offer him a tag, but I would never go up to him and be like, "You're doing this whole fucking thing wrong."
I'm not gonna do that because what the fuck do I know?
But if
Or,
you did that to Dom, you and Dom have similar styles.
that's what we did last night.
So you two, you have to find someone with a similar style to be brutally honest
Yeah.
about the style you do.
That's what we did last night. We riffed and he wrote it down and we worked on it. And it was fun.
Yeah, okay. We came to an agreement.
Yeah, that's great. That's what we're.
You want to
trying
talk about tournament topics?
All right, yeah, cut all
Why?
that
Why?
shit out. Yeah, just cut all that, whatever that was.
No, I thought that was good.
Well, and that's why with you and Abby stuff. It's not that I don't think it's funny or anything, But you guys do have, dude. This Zen just gave me such a head rush, brother.
Oh shit!
I'm in the Zen zone.
You're in,
Zen.
yeah.
Zentopia.
The Zeniverse.
yeah.
Unizen.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That's good.
That was pretty good.
But you guys do have like a similar and like a very different like style, and so I also can't really.
I mean, I think
You've seen. Sorry, you've seen that. Like when we were at Tommy's. And,
I was telling Matt earlier. I was like, when me and Perry talk about jokes, it's like I'm talking to a brick wall. Like he does not.
Well, because I'm trying to because you do a lot of like and the thing you did make me laugh a lot the other day. Like every time you did it, where you were like, "This crowd is like my penis."
Yeah.
Like
real small crowd, or
a small but mighty,
small,
hard to please,
crowd?
hard to please, mostly white with a few noticeable black spots, just like that kind of stuff.
That's pretty good. That's a great joke.
Yeah. I thought that was really funny. But like the comparison stuff, I'm horrible at and don't understand. You know, which would probably...
Was that something you thought of beforehand, or you did in the moment? Was that something you thought of? Because the jokes like that are the only ones that I can like really... I can sit down and like think about like, okay, like what else can you come... Like certain jokes you can like, all right, how like... Let me find a list of ways to describe, relate an audience to my penis. Like
this
but most of the jokes I write aren't like that. They're not like different,
This was at Alley Stage, and it was the first Alley Stage of the year, I think. Maybe second. It was just kind of a smaller crowd. It was only like 10 people, maybe. And Abby went up and was doing host. I was going on second, and they were just not being. They just weren't being responsive. And so I was like, okay. As Abby was up, I was just writing in my head. The idea of small and mighty came to me, and I was like, oh, like my penis. And so I just kind of started writing in my head based on that. And I did that when I walked on stage, and I got laughs, and then I did the material I planned and got 0 laughs the entire time. So it was just like, so now I've been saying it more because I think it's funny.
Have you still been getting the same amount of laughs, or did you get more laughs the first time you said it?
Definitely got more laughs the first time. I get some chuckles.
I mean, that's the way jokes work in general, unfortunately. Like the first few times, whether it's you're more excited about it, I guess it has to be what it is, because there's no difference in you telling it the first time to you telling it the 20th time. But for some reason, I guess, you just seem more excited. You find it funnier. You're giving off that excited energy to people.
It's like
whereas if it's the 50th time you've said it, I don't know, man. They can just kind of tell. That's why I'm always trying to change the wording of my jokes a little bit, at least, or the order I do them. Just kind of keep myself on my toes a little bit.
I think it's that like authentic surprise that you have with the audience. Where you're like, I don't know how this is going to do, versus if you do something, you're like, this always crushes, and it doesn't work, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, sometimes I do things for the first time, and it gets a laugh, and you're like, oh. And you can tell from your face, I'm like, oh, he just did that for the first time. And then kind of... That's also why, like, I don't do crowd work myself, but it's one of my favorite forms of comedy. Like, I know it's hack and it's bullshit at this point, but, like, to me, I guess it's subconsciously my way of, like... Because I've seen so much stand-up in my life, doing it all the time, that like it does seem
old.
somewhat scripted to me. Like it's hard for me to separate myself from like them just going up there and doing their script.
Yeah.
And so when they're doing crowd work or they're making fun of the venue, like I love when comics do that for the first joke. Just like say something about the venue, say something about something in the room. Let us all know we're here together. You're not just coming up there and pressing play. Like I've related stand-up comedians to DJs before. Like everybody says DJs just go up there and just press play. Like, oh, it's all they do. Like, yeah, sure, that's how comedians do. I mean, we do all the work beforehand. You put all the mixes together, you put all the jokes together, you put all the stuff together, and so when you go up there, you're ready. You're basically just pressing play on your set.
Yeah.
But a good DJ is going to be able to like change things around, read the crowd, kind of tweak things a little bit. Twerk
No,
things a
but
little
it's
bit.
a lot of
you got to twerk a little bit in
twerking.
your stand-up. So I think that's what it's about. You got great comedians are never going to go up there and just do the same set that they planned from the second they got there. I don't know until I'm right about to go up what jokes I have a rough idea of what jokes I'm going to do before the show, but I listen to the comics before me and kind of hear what they're doing, what's working or not, and like so you have to be open to drop a couple things, add a couple jokes you weren't planning on doing, change a couple things, because the worst comics are the ones that don't do that.
Would you like to rebuttal?
No, there's no rebuttal. I don't have anything to rebuttal. I'm just listening and appreciating what Matt has to say.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do recently. I watched someone do that where they were like, oh, they're liking this. I'm going to do all my material on that thing. And I was like, that's great. I was like being able to like like test the waters a little bit and like pay attention to what's working. And then like in your set, like test the waters and then have stuff to interchange.
Yeah.
And because what I was doing like all last year was just like, this is the 5 I'm doing, and I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then it would hit that like tipping point where it would just be too much for them, and then the rest of it would bomb. Because if they're not on board with that one crazy thing, they're not going to keep going with the crazy.
Well, that's where we're at.
Yeah, and so being able to just like adjust, I was like, I need to do that.
But I think your first year, it's good to just do that, so you can get the stage presence, you can get all the other intangibles, and then you can start working on riffing a little. But I say compared to a choose your own adventure story, whatever, if they laugh at this, I'll go to this joke. If they don't laugh at this, I'll go to this joke. I really do build it like that. I kind of however the audience is reacting is how I'll go with the set.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I'm not good at that at all. I usually just do what I planned. Yeah.
I mean, like Daniel Delano is a great example. Like if he does something and somebody in the audience, says something, or he'll just go on that whole spiel of Snellville if somebody picks up on that. It's just there's different. But y'all were talking about different. Y'all have different styles of comedy. I also relate that to different genres of movies and stuff. Like I really wish people would understand that there's different genres of comedy. Yeah, just like there are movies.
Like I'm
not a fan of horror movies. I don't like horror movies. I've never been a fan. I don't hate them. But I'm never going to go to a horror movie and stand up in the back of the theater and be like, how can any of you people like this? This is crazy. None of you people should like that's like somebody standing up at a comedy show and like being offended. Like, just leave. Just don't come back to that comedy show.
Yeah. Like
there's different genres.
I'm like a Criterion Collection, like Citizen Kane. Like Casablanca. He's like an avant-garde shitty art movie that like no one understands.
Thank you.
See, I can be an asshole too.
And I'm
American I don't think I think it's funny. Do it. Get your licks in while you can.
Yeah, go ahead, funny man.
you were. I knew what you were gonna say funny Jew boy. I heard it. It was on the tip of his tongue.
Your jokes are like rom-coms. I fucking hate rom-coms.
But I can also appreciate when there's a good horror movie, when there's a good rom-coms. That's the thing that you should do with other comics that don't have your exact style. Don't go up to them and be like, hey man, this joke didn't do good. This joke didn't. Yeah. Tell them the ones you appreciate and that you like, and that's where I don't. If somebody comes up to me and straight up asks me how they feel about a specific joke and I didn't like it, I will be honest with them because they asked me. But like, if I'm just going up there with unsolicited, I'll be like, hey man, that joke you did about whatever, that was really good, man. I like that one. That's it. I don't go, I didn't like the other one, I didn't like the other one, I like that, but it's just like, I like that one. And I'll let them know, like,
Andy Sanford, he wrote in his blog one time, which I read, he talked about like, when you're at the courtesy at mics and stuff, if you do like someone's, you don't have to listen to, you should listen to the whole set, but you don't have to say like good set. You should just say, hey, I like this line, or hey, I like this one part, because it shows you actually listen to the small things.
One of the number one tips in comedy is just find the one joke, one little line you like of each person's set, go up to them afterwards. But I like when you said this. Yeah, it really does. I mean, I'm sure you've heard it from other people when you get off stage and like, I like that joke you did about this. You're like, oh shit, okay, that's much better than them being like, yeah, you were funny. When they really point out one of your bits, or they do it a couple days later or weeks later, that's awesome.
I don't really pay attention to other people.
I don't either. I hate everybody else.
Well, you're usually bartending when you see other people, and I
mostly just hear the laughs.
Yeah, you bartended at a lot of comedy shows. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
It is funny. True. I remember one time someone brought you up, and we were talking, and you're like, I do all these shows and all this stuff, and they brought you up, and they were like, you might know him. He's the bartender down the street, and you were just like, what?
That's awesome.
Case brought me up.
The best credit ever.
This guy's fucking hilarious. One of the best comedians in Atlanta. He also works down the street at McCracken's. And so I go up there. I'm like, yeah, I'm so good. I have a day job.
Yeah.
I did that to Leah the other day. I was hosting and I brought her up and I was like, you might have seen her shopping at the vape store down the street the other day.
That's good.
She's a bag boy at Kroger.
That's funny.
Well, yeah, that's funny. All the different little things.
But yeah, like I feel like when I'm watching you, I'm trying not to understand, but I'm trying to like figure out how, because it's the I don't know why, I'm just an idiot, but the comparison stuff is like so foreign to me, and I can't even begin to like do it. And so when you guys do it, I'm more like really thinking about like the set and like watching the crowd and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like really analyzing it because I'm like, I want to understand like how that works, because I feel like because there's like all the different ways you can like do and like present jokes, and I'm like, that's something I just can't do at all. I don't know. So like at the writer's room, they'll do like a writing exercise, and they'll be like, all right, so here's this list of words, here's this list of words, and then make a what's it called, a simile?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, like
God, that's crazy. I
If
guess.
you're using
I guess.
like or as, it's a simile.
God, I'm not as dumb
If
as
you
I
don't,
seem.
It's a metaphor.
I'm as dumb as I am.
I forgot. I was just listening to something, and they said it was. I think maybe it was a Stephen Wright joke. He said a simile is like a metaphor. That's the whole joke. Okay, sorry. I think it's Stephen Wright. I don't know.
No, don't apologize for anything. Don't apologize for one thing.
Okay, but we do the exercise at the writer's room.
Yeah, and they're like, do a simile and compare these things. And my similes will be like, my mom was cutting down a tree and her pussy's like a chainsaw because it's covered in blood. And they're just like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I have no idea how to do the similes at all. I never do them with anything. And I try, and I'll sit and I'll write and I'll try, and those jokes never get told to human beings.
But that's why I enjoy your style so much, because that's really funny to me, just as it is. But like, I don't know. It's hard.
I think when I hear simile, I go, fuck the simile. I'm just going to say some shit.
Yeah. But that's why. Okay, so Tournament of Topics. I really enjoyed Perry's set at Tournament of Topics because his suggestion was the Black Plague. And instead of actually talking about the Black Plague, he was insinuating that it's the plague of the black community on the world. But he didn't say that.
That was absolutely not what I meant. But as soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, I think people are going to take it this way, and that's not what I meant.
But that's what made it funny, is that it's a double entendre.
First off, Tournament of Topics, the show y'all did tonight, it's like an
Plug.
improv stand-up show. No, just to explain to the people. It was
I'll shamelessly plug Tournament
started
Topics.
in
I thought it was a
Athens.
great show.
No, you didn't. I'll show the text.
No, I did think it was a good show.
It's in Atlanta now, but yeah, it's basically, I don't understand. It's there's a tournament of topics.
Yeah.
But yeah, you spin a wheel and you get a topic and you do a minute on that topic. Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got a Black Plague and you said violent crime, fatherless homes. What else?
Yeah. I said.
What was the third? What was the rule of threes?
I
The
said.
third one's gotta be funny. The
uh,
first two were not funny. You got to be funny. Third
Yeah,
one.
I said I'm seeing all these videos of the LA fires, and there's a
Black
black plague running through the houses, and there's a sickness
Hey,
running.
they're
through.
not looters. They're opportunists. They're
Yeah,
survivors.
I don't.
No, fuck that. If a rich person abandons their home to get set on fire and they got a bunch of fucking nice
steal
shit in
their-
there,
steal their
go
shit.
take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
sure.
If you're willing to risk your life. Yeah.
I'm like a weird liberal socialist. I'm like, dude, fucking steal whatever you want. Start killing more CEOs.
Oh yeah, dude.
Cut that out. Do it, dude.
Free
Do
Luigi.
whatever. Sure.
Was that for the women that watched the
Dude,
podcast?
I wanted
No, fuck them.
when I was hosting the other day, and
They know this
and
isn't for them.
When I was hosting the other day and Yoshi was on, I so badly wanted to introduce him as Luigi's escape vehicle.
That's great, but yeah, not enough people would get it. But I would have.
Yeah.
And
I
would've
don't
died.
even get that.
Yoshi is the horse
It's the horse.
That's funny.
in Mario that they ride around on.
That's silly. That's funny though.
Yeah, I was like, no one's gonna understand that.
So we did Tournament of Topics. Perry did the first round against Caesar. Caesar ended up getting the votes. I thought Perry did well though in his round for the quarterfinals.
I don't care. I love Caesar. I think he's a great
Caesar's
guy.
great too.
Wait, Caesar was your opponent?
Yeah.
I thought he was one of the judges.
He
Oh,
had,
dang,
he
okay.
had Gaza. He was funny.
And that's a tough one to get. And he pulled it through. And I got 9/11, and I did terribly. I had nothing on 9/11. I just talked for a minute.
You should have said 9/11. They were jumping out of the buildings. Don't they go to work every day? Don't they know there's stairs and an elevator in that thing?
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with them? The hell's wrong with those people?
So you can't jump 40 stories without a parachute. What a bunch of morons!
9/11. My people didn't plan that.
Yeah,
You say my people, but I'm only half Jewish. Like that, my people planned a lot.
Well,
of
yeah, you
things.
can't plan on your own. You have to get some non-Jews to help you out with it. So yeah, you got to
That's
be
true.
half and half.
That's a good point.
Can't have an all-Jew team.
Anyways,
nobody
I had fun.
wants that.
Nobody wants that.
I had fun doing Tournament of Topics.
Yeah,
Unless
I
it's
was-
my
I had a lot
team-
of fun.
Unless it's my team of lawyers.
Well, and I had fun. I had
better be an
fun
all-Jew
like
team.
I had fun like rooting for people.
Yeah.
like Jacob Worthington. He
He
made
did
it to the
great.
finals,
He
and I
did
was
awesome.
like, fuck yeah, he did amazing. I was happy to watch that. You know,
Who
Yeah.
won?
Hey, go ahead and check your phone while we're doing this.
Who won?
Lanny Farmer won. He's the reigning king. I think he said he's retiring from Tournament of Topics.
did he say that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
He was
we'll
like-
assume he's done.
Yeah, I mean,
a
he's won.
dozen
I
at
think
this
he's won. I
point.
think he's won 5 or
Yeah.
something like that. So he's like, I should probably let other people have a few. But he's also really funny and just so quick, so it makes sense that he's.
He was
So good
he was really fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
No, he's great.
He
Very
was really
awesome
funny.
guy. No, he's one of the best.
You busy?
I'm texting Jacob Worthington and I'm congratulating him. I know how much
That's important.
I know
That's
I know
definitely- yeah,
I know how
that
much
can't-
you
that can't
guys
wait.
I know how much you guys hate
Congratulations on your
spreading
second place,
positivity.
Jacob.
I know how much you guys hate spreading positivity
What?
and joy
I
throughout the
told him-
world.
I told him he did great. I told it to him in person, and I'll tell it to him again because he did. My mom did not say I did well, and then Jacob walked up and said, "Hey, Eddie's a great comedian," and she goes to Jacob, "I thought you were hilarious," and I was like, "Thanks, Mom."
Dude, your
Really-
mom wants to
really-
fuck Jacob Worthington.
She might. That-
Probably.
honestly-
I do.
You want to fuck my mom or Jacob Worthington?
Oh, both. If I
You
you
don't-
dream threesome.
No.
Nightmare.
It's-
Nightmare blunt rotation. Dream threesome.
The way this is going to be edited is Eddie's going to go, so tournament of topics, and then it's going to cut to me going, I thought it was amazing, it's a great show, and then it's just going to skip.
Please cut out the rest of that, and everything before that as well.
Yeah.
Let's talk
All right,
about.
so we're starting now.
Let's talk about how I'm on perks right now.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
on Percocet.
Can we finish
Okay,
the
go
tournament
ahead.
of topics talk by saying what happened to Eddie before the show
Yeah,
started?
all right, do it before the perks kick in.
Oh, what happened to me?
What happened? Uh-oh.
Before the show?
Do you want this last beer before I drink it?
Sure, I'll have it. What happened before the show?
How do you not remember?
Oh, right. Well, it's a thing that happens to me all the time, so it didn't really stick out. I went to the bathroom and
You
I was
got
talking.
R-worded
Yeah.
by an R word.
I got an R word by an R word. I went to the bathroom. I was talking with Jacob outside because I didn't know he was doing the show because he got called to do it like last minute. And then he's talking to this woman who has like an Auburn hat on, and like they're talking, and then Jacob leaves, and I'm waiting on the bathroom, and she's waiting on the bathroom, and like we're talking for like a second. She's like, "Are you a comedian? Are you on the show?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm doing the show." And she's like, "What's the show?" And I explained it to her, and she just goes like, "So are you Jewish?" And then, like, this other guy just like walks up at the same time, and he's waiting on the bathroom. And I was like, and I thought, I'm tired of just saying yes. So when people ask now, I just go, no, I'm just like a weird looking Italian. That never gets a laugh, and I'm like always expecting it to. But then, but I'm like, and she was just like, yeah, you look Jewish or whatever. And like the guy next to me was like, oh, I'm Jewish. I was like, yeah, would you ask him if he's Jewish? And she was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but then I was like,
he doesn't look like a caricature of a Jew.
yes, and I know I look this way, but it just like it doesn't piss me off. It doesn't offend me, but I'm just like, why do people not have the decency to just like not say it? Like I literally asked her like, would you ever go up to a black person and just be like, hey, are you black?
Oh, no.
And she was like,
because
yes.
She's a good person.
No.
Let me say this.
She said yes, and I was like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just like not say anything?
Let me say this, Eddie. In your defense, I don't think. To
I
me,
spilled all over myself.
that's okay.
Triple.
To me, you don't look Jewish at all. I think you look like a totally normal person.
No, that's not the point I'm trying to make.
No, I do. No, I do.
I'm joking.
Okay, but that's not the point.
The point
I'm saying Jewish people don't look like normal people, but
right. No, I agree. I also
Where
agree.
are the horns at?
That's one of my jokes is like, whatever. What I'm trying to say is, I know I look very Jewish. I wish just people had the decency to just not say it because I don't go
Keep it on the inside.
well,
Yeah,
I don't understand what about it matters
to them or to me.
to them.
I don't know either. I don't know why they have to know. If they just think it, why don't they just like? It's because it's obvious I'm Jewish because I do have very stereotypical Jewish features.
But who cares? I don't know.
I don't know why they care. When Jewish people do it, they already know, so they don't say it. They'll do it in like more like covert.
But I'm
ways.
saying why does it matter for someone to know or not?
I don't know.
I've never passed a random person and been like, "Are you poor?"
Yeah.
Like or anything like.
I mean, that's because you don't have a daughter, and you don't know who your daughter wants to date or not. So you're like,
She was worried you were going to
Like, wow, he's a real-
steal the hearts of all the young ladies.
a
in
real-
there.
that must have been one
You're a
of those.
real good-looking dude. Just making sure, real quick. Just so
But
you
you're
can
not Jewish, right?
check all the
Yeah.
bases. You know, we got to make sure. You know, you're not creepy. You're not a
Right.
pedophile. You're not Jewish, right?
Right.
Okay. All right.
But
Let me introduce you to my daughter.
Yeah. Excuse me, are you a pedophile?
Excuse me, are you?
You just look like it.
Yeah, you kind of just look like a pedophile. Yeah.
It's weird because you didn't come to our door and knock on it and let us know that you were moving into the neighborhood to let us know there was a Jew in the neighborhood now.
Right.
So it's just weird. I don't know.
I'm saying when you look at someone,
pedophile thing, I don't know.
whether they look a certain ethnicity or religion or whatever or not, why would it matter to you
I
that they are or aren't that?
I completely agree. I don't know why. And my mom, the funny thing is, it doesn't. Go ahead.
Sorry, no. I think it's in the context of you.
Sorry,
a little closer.
Closer.
I think it's the
Okay,
context of you being a comedian. You think did it happen a
She
lot
didn't
before you
know.
became a comedian?
But
No,
she
because he
didn't
said
know.
it was at a comedy show. So she asked him,
But she
what's
wasn't
the
there
comedy
for
She was
the
using
show.
the bathroom
Oh.
from the winery.
But she knew there was a comedy show going on. Oh, okay.
She
I don't know.
kind
I was
of
trying to get-
of knew, but she kind of didn't. I had to explain to her what the show was.
Yeah.
well, and
But I'm
I
saying, did
walked
this
out of
happen
the.
to you before you started doing comedy?
So
As much. So I feel like comedian. I think it is a stereotype, but it's one of those positive. It's like the stereotype of black people having big dicks. Like the stereotype of Jewish people being good at comedy, being comedians. Like it is a positive stereotype. So maybe it was just like, oh, you're a comedian. Oh, are you Jewish?
It was totally unrelated to
you're
comedy.
giving her
okay.
the benefit of the doubt,
I am.
but it's happened enough in non-comedy related situations
that's what I
that
was
it's
asking.
not
That's why I was
not
asking.
comedy. However, comedians do like taking advantage of it because it's very fun. Luke Bentley is the biggest proprietor of it. We'll be at Limerick Junction, and there will be 10 Jewish comedians in the room. And if he makes a Jewish joke, he'll look at me and be like, "Eddie, you understand, right?" I'm like, "There's people who are actually bar mitzvahed here. I'm not. You just like see my face." And you're
Yeah,
just
but
like,
you look like the spokesperson for the religion.
and I completely-
If there was
I
a
completely
spokesperson
understand
for
that.
Judaism, we'd be like, hey, come on, man,
But that's also
you speak for the Jews,
But that's
right?
also one of my bits. That's
I mean, just
literally-
like you would, if you were talking about black people, you'd be like, Yoshi, you speak for them.
No, I wouldn't do that to Yoshi. I wouldn't do that to anyone. I wouldn't
Okay.
look at Khalil out of Oman and be like, Khalil, you understand? You speak for
Why'd
all
you
black
pick
people.
Khalil? I don't know.
Because he's a black guy. it's. But to your point, I don't know why it matters to people whether I'm Jewish or not. I think to Jewish people, they'll ask because they want to know and they want to like get to know you better about your
That's
Jewish
different.
things.
That's different,
yes.
though.
To non-Jewish people, I don't understand. I think it's almost like they're reinforcing the stereotype of what they have. Because they have this stereotype of what Jewish people are, right? They see me, they're like, that's that stereotype. Let me reinforce the stereotype by making sure he is Jewish.
Make sure they're.
You know what I mean?
I guess I don't really like if I see somebody, I don't think like I don't have an image in my head of a Jewish person.
Yeah, you do.
you see Ari Shafir
Yeah, I get
and
compared
his younger brother
Yeah,
Eddie
but you
Carter.
could but there could be plenty of people that look like that aren't Jewish. So why assume that and why would it matter in the first place? I just don't
Nobody looks like Ari Shafir that isn't Jewish.
probably
say that.
there's some European European
There's some
people.
unfortunate looking people that aren't Jewish. No, I don't know.
I don't know. Aren't you half Jewish?
I am.
Right.
We're both half. Yeah.
But his last name
You've
is
got the
at least
you guys have the
Tamburino.
opposite halves of
So,
each other.
And Italians,
His last name is Carter.
I
What?
know, but people excuse that for my face. You know, they just throw the Carter out the
There's
window.
Italian Jews.
There are Italian Jews, but also Italians have some features that are like
We have
similar,
big
big
noses,
nose,
too,
whatever,
yeah.
longer faces. Like Italians have that
Oh,
type of
relax.
olive skin.
Okay, relax.
You know, whatever. But like, so like they'll see you and they'll be like, oh, he's just like an Italian guy.
Yeah.
But like, if someone goes over to you and asks if you're Italian,
Those
it's
are
like it
also
doesn't
the
matter.
still few things you can still say that about. Like it's
Right.
Jews, Italians, Irish people. You can still kind of talk shit openly.
Yes.
In a weird. But yeah. I think that's probably the weird thing. I guess is that it's just so like more towards Jewish people.
When my mom and my dad started dating, my dad has very naturally like tan, like red skin for some reason. And they've always said like we had like his grandmother was like Native American or something like that. But my dad just for some reason has always just had like very tan, like red skin. And when my mom and dad started dating and my mom brought my dad home, my grandmother was like, "Oh my God, you brought home a Mexican?"
And she didn't even ask whether he was Mexican.
Yeah, she didn't even have bothered to
Didn't
ask.
matter.
So, but I'm saying like not everybody and everything fits the obvious thing. But why? But why? I just from her perspective, I'm saying I don't really understand why it matters like in the first place. Like why? Are
I don't know why.
Like you
I
have
don't
that
know
in your
either.
head that you're walking around going, "What are you?" Like
Yeah.
it's just such a weird like.
I
Why
thi-
even talk to you in the first place? You're a stranger waiting to piss in the bathroom.
Go ahead.
I always like to play devil's advocate,
Okay.
especially for racists.
Jewish devil's advocate.
Especially for racists. Yeah, that's, somebody's got to advocate for those devils.
Yes.
It's like if you saw a guy that was like 7 foot tall.
yeah.
Do
you play basketball?
It's hard not to. Like, whether you say it or not, it does come into your head.
Yeah.
So some people will just say the things in their head out loud. Those are called autistic people. But some people, it's hard. So it's like I guess I understand it. Like, if they hadn't grown up around a lot of Jewish people and they don't know, like, and they see you, it's like, oh fuck, are you one of those? Like, yeah, it's like they see a 7 foot tall person, they don't ever see a 7 foot tall person. They're like, oh, you play basketball? Like,
Right.
It's just an idiot, response to just like saying what's in their head.
I mean, yeah, but like I think part of it is like I have a lot of cousins that grew up just like in the deep South.
Yeah.
In like super rural, like farmland, whatever. But like when you grow up with the internet, you see all kinds of like different people, and you can like form your own opinions about things and say like, or not. I don't have an opinion about these people or whatever, especially now. So like now still to just walk up to people and be like, what the fuck are you? Like, it's so bizarre.
Yeah.
But like I played like a lot of sports, and like and so like you're forced to be like very like be showering with like just like a wide range of
Black dudes.
of people, and so you just get like used to like
Circumcised penises.
no.
Oh.
We all wore our underwear except for there was
In
one
the shower?
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like a prison style shower.
That's weirder
You
than
went
just
to a
showering.
white- you
Dude,
went to a
what
white
was
school.
even weirder was one of the coaches, we'd all be showering after practice. Not with the coaches, but one of the coaches would come.
We did.
One of the coaches would come in the shower. Yeah, he would come
in the shower,
he would
dude? That
come
goes right down the drain.
in the shower. And I
That's
was
not
like,
good for the drains.
I was like, you're letting all that stuff go to waste, dude. My mouth is wide open.
Oh, come on, coach.
So no,
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
yeah, it's my turn. Can I start this week? I'll do anything. But he would walk in the shower. Let me reframe that. He would walk in the shower with a pitcher of ice, and he would throw it in the shower, and kids would be slipping and like busting ass. And he did it for years, and someone got like really injured from it.
Whoops, fell into your butthole.
But like that's a weird ass thing to do. But we would all shower in our underwear, except for one black guy would steal the American flag that they used for like the game when the flag runners would run around with the
Okay.
American flag. He would steal it and he would get naked. Huge penis black man, gorgeous huge penis black man.
Some things don't need to be said.
He's gorgeous, or the penis was gorgeous?
Everything about him, every
Everything,
inch of that
dude.
man, and I mean every inch. But he had the American flag wrapped around him, and he would run in the shower with the American flag wrapped around him, and he would pull it off and wave his dick around and fly the American flag. So
Wow.
it's hard to be racist
And
after.
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know his black dick is free.
And his dick stood up next to you. Yeah.
But how can you be
there ain't
racist?
no
How can you be
doubt I
racist
love
after something
his
like that?
dick.
How can you be racist after seeing a beautiful black penis?
Pretty easy. I saw a big
After
black
such
dick,
an
I
act
became
of
pretty
patriotism?
racist. I don't
Dude, it
know.
was like
the first
the-
time I saw a big black dick, I became pretty racist.
It was
I was
like
like, you get that on my girlfriend, you motherfucker. you colored motherfucker.
but it's like the raising
that
of
was a callback. Don't clip that. That was a callback. That was a character I was playing.
Character piece, ladder
Character
14.
piece.
Yep.
it's going up.
Yep.
It was like the raising of the flag at Iwo Jima. It was just a gorgeous sight to behold.
Oh, my flag was
Well,
raised.
at Iwo Jima, it would have been,
Not that guy.
yeah.
He would have been.
Maybe you don't know. That statue is bronze. I can't tell what race they are,
That's true.
I think
except
that's
for the
true.
Jewish ones because the noses are so.
Yeah,
No,
they got that.
Good,
Jesus.
we brought it back
Whoa,
around.
Oh, God.
So all this to say,
I
this,
feel
lifted
bad
up his
about all
nose.
of this.
this is something I have to deal with throughout my whole life. And
Oh, you poor thing.
no, I'm not saying feel pity on me. It's I got to find a good punchline for it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
there you go.
It's a bit that I have to work on.
It is a bit. Mm-hmm. Show me your bit. But yeah, so I'm on Percocet right now. I got a fucking monster kidney stone.
Yeah,
right now.
okay,
That's why we
so-
haven't recorded in a
Yes,
couple weeks. We haven't
holy
recorded
shit.
since before New Year's. I've been dealing with some bullshit.
So we were talking before. You just felt pain in the side one day.
like 3 weeks ago. So, but I've had rheumatoid arthritis
Right.
in my back, so I just always had back pain and shit. So I thought it was just like normal back pain. I'm like, all right, this is like. So I went to the chiropractor. I did my stretches. I did all the shit I normally do that gets rid of the back pain, and it was not going away. And it was like real central. They're fucking right there. And so finally, I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is something different. And so I finally, I don't have health insurance. I haven't been to a doctor in like 8 years.
Jesus.
I don't trust those Jews. But I went to the emergency room, and yeah, I have a 16 millimeter kidney stone.
God.
They said anything under 4 or 5 millimeters should be fine to pass on your own.
How many?
4 or 5
Oh, I think
millimeters.
you said 45.
anything under 4 or 5 millimeters should be fine to pass on your own. Yours is 16 millimeters. It's a fucking
big.
marble.
Yeah.
How big? How really
So I was
big?
fine. So I looked up
Marble.
things. I looked up things that are also 16
big of a
millimeters, like a
marble?
standard marble. You've never seen a marble?
remember
It's like a
standard.
standard sized marble. So I looked up other things that are 16 millimeters. A 50 cal machine gun bullet.
Holy
a 50 cal
shit.
bullet is 50 millimeters
Wow.
or 60 millimeters. So it's like it'd be like a 50 cal bullet coming out of my pee.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I got a Beretta 50 cal dick. But so that's not going anywhere.
Hey, you're gonna have to cock that gun.
Oh, you son of a bitch. But so I went to the emergency room. They did the CT scan, found it, whatever.
Wow.
Speaking of which, when I got to the emergency room, there were a couple nurses there that were the African Americans, and they were so fucking nice to me. They were so sweet and angels on this fucking earth.
it changed your view on.
So no, they were fucking like sweethearts on this earth. And one of them just kept telling me how good I looked. Which
Oh.
has happened to me before. The doctor is
guy?
just weird. No, it was a lady.
Oh.
She was a black lady. But it was just like she was like brushing me off like I had a medical issue. She's like, "You look fine." I'm like, and I fucking heard this. She's like, "You look good. You look healthy. You look good." I'm like, "Yeah, can you do blood work or something though?
Yeah.
Like, can you just not just?"
yeah,
but anyway, they were so sweet. But then I got back to the back, and there was a couple white nurses. Like
She was like,
And they were
"You
so
look fine. I
cold.
don't believe you."
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Come on, there's no way you can't have. Let me see. But
So
and there were a couple of white nurses. They were
Yeah.
so cold and so mean. I don't know. One of them like was just walking me somewhere. It was all she was just walking me to another room, and she was like, "Yeah, it's been one of those fucking days." And I'm just like, what? "I'm sorry. I don't. All right." I don't know. I just thought it was super weird. But yeah, I did the emergency room, got that done, found out about that, and then had to go to the urologist the other day, and they said there's usually 2 options. One, they can do like an ultrasound waves from outside of your kidney, like shoot ultrasound waves into it and break it up from outside of your body. She goes, "Yeah, we could try that. That's just gonna be a big old waste of money for you, because yours is so big." What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take a stent, which is a plastic tube, and we're gonna stick it up your pee hole, and it's gonna go all the way up into your kidney. And we're going to take a laser up there to the source inside, and we're going to shoot
What?
it there.
that's fucking cool.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, for you, not me. And they're going to shoot it with lasers and break it up a bunch, and we're going to leave that plastic tube in your pee hole for up to 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh.
Dude, they're gonna have to do the Death Star.
Yeah,
fucking,
that's
the,
exactly what I
the
was
trench
thinking.
run. They're gonna have to Luke Skywalker.
Eek, it's a trap!
Yeah.
Or whatever that line is. But, and then, yeah, so they leave the plastic tube in my pee hole, and so the stones can, like, pass smoother, because they pass through that tube instead of, like, out the lining of my penis.
Yeah.
And then, so then I asked the lady, and she was like a hot lady, so it was cool.
Yeah, those are always cool.
Yeah, it's always cool when they're the ones looking at your dick, and telling you about the tube they're going to put up it. But I was like, so she's like, so we do anesthesia when we put the stent up in there and we do the laser and stuff, you'll be, put to sleep, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. And she's like, and you come back and get taken out. I'm like, okay, so you also like anesthesia me for that, right? And she's like, no. Now see, what we do, it's kind of cool. Actually, we tie a string to the end of the stent that's in your pee hole, and we tape it to the side of your penis. And when it's time to take it out, all we got to do is just take the string and just
Oh my God.
pull it out.
Jesus.
Dude, my face was like, lady, what? This isn't a tampon. You don't just pull the string and we're good.
She's just like casually describing this like Saw torture trap
Wild,
scenario.
yeah, I
like,
was like,
No, it's actually pretty cool. You don't understand. We
like-
put a knife inside the tip of your penis, and we
slowly-
just and we move it around as much as possible.
no, but get this. The cool thing is it's a dull knife. So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
it really
yeah.
takes work.
It's a butter
So it's- yeah. So I'm like, yo, is physician-assisted suicide an option? Like, what the fuck? Can you just kill me, please?
So
Wow.
how long are you gonna have the splint on? Or sorry, what?
Stent.
How long are you gonna have the stint on your penis?
One
your-
to 3 weeks, depending on how long it takes to
Holy
pass all the
shit!
Yeah.
How are you gonna pee with that? Is it gonna
extra
shoot
well, I
everywhere?
think. Yeah, I think it's gonna come out extra fast.
Is it gonna be
I'm
just
wondering
be
how I
hanging
come
out?
with it. I don't know if that's an option. She didn't tell me
Oh shit!
about. Yeah, and I was supposed to go to Miami next weekend with my work. I don't know if
Yeah.
I told you. Yeah, we're supposed to go to South Beach and like have a big old party and shit. But like, I'm not
Yeah.
going to Miami with a fucking plastic
No,
tube up
you
my
can't
dick.
do that.
Don't you worry about it. I'll go instead.
See, what
Alright,
you
I'll
need is
send
you
you.
need to use the plastic tube out your dick and use it up your nose for the cocaine you use in Miami.
Oh,
see?
ladies.
Yes.
You ever done coke out of a
But you're
dick hole? Urethra?
Dude, but like,
This sounds terrible.
How long is it gonna be? How much of it is gonna be hanging out of your?
No, it's gonna be just in it.
It's gonna be fully in it.
Just a string coming out. Just a string.
Dude,
They just
now
take a
you're-
piece of scotch tape and just
Wow.
tape it to the side of my dick shaft, and just like I just walk around with a taped string to my dick for 2 weeks, and just
now you're
yeah.
finally gonna be able to see what it feels like to be a woman going through her period.
Exactly.
And so
yeah.
that's the
This
option
is-
you went with, is this stint.
There was no other option.
So hold on. Let me
Fuck, that
let's,
the other
sucks.
option was death.
let me get this straight. So they send a robot in there to tie a string around the kidney stone.
No, they send
And
a
then they
robot in
pull
to
it-
shoot lasers at the kidney stone.
That's right. That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
so what the fuck did cavemen do? With-
cavemen.
They just
they didn't
died.
get kidney stones because they didn't have enough save. Like, so
I don't think they were eating a lot of salt.
right? They weren't
What do
having
you think
enough
they did for
sodium.
COVID? Like, what do you?
No,
they
but
had a
you know-
vaccine
you know
or
what-
something? Like,
That just, can you imagine like you're, or maybe in the Middle Ages.
no, I don't know. Yeah, I would just back up until you died, till you got an
It's
infection.
like, what did
and
the
died.
cavemen
Oh, wow.
even do
That's
without
like-
TikTok?
Because the crazy thing to me is like how they be kind of like waiting. Like I was at the emergency room a week ago. I don't have my surgery for another week. Like
Yeah.
they just been waiting. But they straight up told me they're like, yeah, it's so big, it's not going anywhere.
Wow.
They're like, it's not gonna try to pass. It's not gonna. It's too big to even try to. It's not going anywhere. It's just gonna.
And so if it
has
stays
to
there,
stay there, and I've been
you-
taking antibiotics.
your kidney
Antibiotics
gets
doesn't get
infected.
infected. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
So I'm just hoping you don't.
Dude,
get
that fucking
infected.
sucks.
Yeah, blows. But it's a consequence of my own actions, and that's,
How did
Yeah.
what'd you do?
I was taking 18 ibuprofen a day.
Holy
for 10
shit!
years.
Are you
For what?
serious? For your arthritis?
Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Yeah,
18?
18. I took 9 in the morning and 9 in the afternoon every
Are
day.
you
Oh my
joking? Is
God.
this an
10
10 years.
exaggeration?
No, I had like little medicine things that I would like. Yeah, like I had
And
a little.
was that self-prescribed? Oh, you didn't have health insurance.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Oh my-
It was me just making my way through.
You
just
gave yourself a
smoking
TikTok
weed and
You gave yourself a TikTok
I
diagnosis.
TikTok diagnosed myself as autistic. Yeah.
Wow. 18 ibuprofen. How are you not like? How are you not dead?
Well, I don't think ibuprofen kills you. Well, I guess it could.
I
but-
thought you could.
not
I mean, it's
supposed to,
not
like, drink-
heroin.
No, but if
Eddie,
you drink
relax. It's
and you're
not
on
like-
ibuprofen,
Yeah, I drink a lot too. Yeah.
So what the
I drink
fuck?
a lot.
Eddie's pissed
A lot,
because
too.
none of that is kosher.
ibuprofen's
Whoa!
kosher.
How do you can't mix? I mean, you can't mix meat and cheese. You can't mix ibuprofen and alcohol. What are we doing?
Yeah,
oh
you're
my
really,
God.
you're really. So you work at a bar and
You
you,
got to throw
take
your pots
18.
in the ocean.
That's what I think.
How do you not turn your lights off on Friday and have somebody else come and turn them on for you? Like, what the? You Jews are wild. Clip that.
Juice World.
Jews world.
I don't know. He died of an overdose.
He
I don't
did.
know.
And I almost died too.
18 ibuprofen a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or
How-
10 years probably at least.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
For how long?
10 years probably.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's
Been drinking a lot.
so when you're done with this and you get it out, are you going to go back to 18 ibuprofen a day?
I haven't taken ibuprofen in a week now.
How do you feel? Well, the
Sucks.
kidney stone
Well, I'm on
sucks. Percocet,
Percocet, so yeah. It's, but yeah.
Do you
I've been
think
getting
if you-
headaches though?
Do you think if you stopped, like your back would be okay?
No.
What's wrong with your back again?
I've got rheumatoid arthritis.
So I don't really know what that is.
That's arthritis in the muscles
in the
and joints.
rheumatoid?
Yeah, in the rheumatoid. Yeah, in the rheumatoid area.
Yeah.
And there's no curing it. Like there's ways to manage it. Honestly, if I started eating better and stopped drinking, I would be perfectly
Yeah,
fine,
but who the fuck
basically.
wance to do that? That'd
Right?
be gay as hell.
I did,
That
like,
would
I
be-
did like a year ago. I stopped drinking and like started eating better, and I felt amazing. Like I felt like a fucking superhero. So I just need to do that.
Dude, if you're doing this bad, I can't even imagine if I went to the doctor what they would find about me.
Do you have health insurance?
That's why I hadn't been in so long.
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was surprised by how inexpensive the ER visit was, which also like things have been like just I don't have health insurance and things have like kept me from getting it. Every time I look at the plans and look at like the premium and then the deductible, I'm like, this makes no fucking sense.
Wait,
Yeah.
weren't you in the military?
Yeah, but not active duty, so I don't qualify for VA stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, so emergency room, like they did all the blood work, urine work, CT scan, all that shit. It was $2,500.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be like 10,000, like tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. And so like that's like 6 months of paying insurance premium. So I'm like, okay, so I haven't paid insurance in 10 years.
Yeah.
And I got one $2,500 bill. I mean, that's not the way,
Yeah,
that's
and
not the way to
you
look
don't,
at
and
it.
you don't have to pay that.
No,
I
I
mean,
know.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately, the urologist, I do have to pay like upfront and stuff. The ER, yeah, I think I can kind of just let that fucking whatever.
Yeah.
But the urologist, I have to pay.
So are we
upfront.
going to see a changed Matt after this kidney stone is passed and stuff, or is it going to be?
He's gonna come in
back
with like
to-
a clean shaved face and
Yeah,
bleach
be
blonde hair.
super
and-
liberal. And
Yeah.
just like, guys, can you start being more nice to the gay people and stuff? I don't like it.
No.
Okay,
Oh,
be
I have,
nicer to the Jews.
I have another thing I want to talk
Just cut
about.
that part, put
I
the
have
nice-
another thing I want to talk about, but no, it's okay. So, but are you going to? Are you going to be? You're just going to keep doing the same old? and in 10 years, you're just going to have a
Might
kidney stone
appreciate
again.
life more. That. Oh, I thought you meant. No, I mean, no, yeah, no, I'll fix my ways.
Okay, good. That's because I'm
Because
just
they
like
also
this.
say once you get one kidney stone for the next 5 years, you're 40% more likely to get another one. So it's kind of
Really?
yeah. It's like when you get
Wow.
herpes or chicken pox or some shit. Yeah.
Wow, you have kidney herpes.
Yep.
That sucks.
I like to think of it as kidney chicken pox, but yeah,
Okay.
kidney
Yeah.
herpes.
Did you find out who gave it to you?
Some dirty bitch, dude. Yep, Nick Tigas.
Do you think
Nick
do you
Tigas.
think you were like banging a chick without a condom and you sucked her kidney stone out with your penis?
No,
Does
no.
your penis hole
Dude,
have
there was-
suction
There
power?
was a dude from I went to college with that I haven't talked to in like 10 plus years that messaged me on Facebook. And like, dude, the outpouring of support I've gotten from this is wild. Because like to me, it's not even like that big of a deal. It's whatever. Like
Because you're
medical
tough
issue-
because you're in the military.
Yeah, I'm a tough man. But like, people have been like really reaching out and like supporting me. Like, people have sent me money. Dude, Colt from the Alley Stage, the guy
they
that owns
sent
the
you
Alley
money?
Stage. So shout out Colt.
Nice.
Yeah, I listed my camera for sale on Facebook for $400. Like, was just trying to like, I've been trying to sell it, but I kind of put in the post like, yeah, I'm trying to raise money for my surgery. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of money. And he sent me $400 on Venmo.
Wow, that's
and
nice.
sent me a message like, keep your fucking camera.
Wow, that was
Damn,
nice.
dude.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Colt
that was
Chambers.
was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, he's
That-
a good dude.
yeah,
Yeah, and
that-
a couple other people have just. So it's just really cool. I don't know where I was going with that.
No, you just positive and asking about what you're going to do afterwards. That's wow.
It would be funny if, like, over the next like 4 episodes, there were just less and less equipment for the podcast. Like, we're
Just
sharing
throwing
mics.
Nah, it'll be all right. No, it'll be all right. No, but it's cool. Yeah, I just like all the people that giving me support. No, so the guy so the guy messaged me on Facebook that I hadn't talked to in forever. He was like, "Hey man, like so I had kidney stones a couple years ago. Like it was like really bad. You know, I tried everything I could, but then one day I had sex with my wife, and when I came, the kidney stone passed." And I messaged him back immediately. I go, dude, that's so nice of you. You're going to let me fuck your wife? That was just so great. That was a good little joke I got out
Did
of
he
it.
laugh?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's
great.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. And then Rodney.
So he.
And then Rodney Leet from Star Bar, the guy that runs Star Bar, he
Rodney.
commented on Rodney.
Yeah.
Yeah, he commented on one of my things because I said it was like the size of a marble, whatever. He goes, oh man, you gonna do a gender reveal for it? And I replied, I go, I'm gonna wait till it's old enough, let it decide on its own.
Yeah.
So those
You
were
good?
Oh, my side was hurting from laughing so
It's a kidney stone, buddy. I hate to break it to you.
You're gonna let me
Is
fuck
it
your
right
wife.
here?
It's
Yeah,
so
I
funny.
probably gave you a kidney stone when I fucked you.
So
So
No, please don't talk into the mic.
I mean,
actually,
I'm confused. So he came a kidney stone inside of his wife.
I don't know. I didn't think about that part. I don't know.
maybe he pulled out.
How does she have to get it
It's
out
like
now?
I think that's what It Follows is about, isn't it? And you busting kidney
or
stones up inside of them hoes.
That Chucky movie where you give the Chucky doll to somebody else. Now it's their problem.
Is it follows?
You just
is
gotta
it
pass the
follows,
curse along to them.
Is it follows the one about Pennywise? No. Oh, sorry.
That was It Part 2, not
Oh,
It
my bad.
Follows.
Oh.
Yeah, no, It 2. Get it? It Follows.
Wow. Well,
But no, yeah, you got to pass the curse on to somebody else. But yeah, no, I see that sucks. Yeah, so I have surgery and probably not going to go to Miami next weekend. And
probably shouldn't go to Miami.
No, I know. Yeah, like my mom. I told my mom about it. My mom was like trying to convince me for a while. She was like, "No, I think like if you talk to your urologist, I think you'll be fine. Like, I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Like I think you can still go on the plane and stuff." And I finally had like, because my mom just kept like nagging me about it. So I finally broke down. I'm like, "Mom,
Yeah.
I'm not going to Miami and trying to get fuking laid with a fucking string attached
Yeah.
to my dick." Like I
That's
told her,
tough.
I'm like, yeah. She just texted me back, "Fair."
Yeah. Fair point.
Like, yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna go to Miami and not drink, not get laid. Not,
Yeah.
like, come on.
All the
let's-
fun parts of Miami.
Yeah, yeah.
If
Not
I
do cocaine up the straw in my dick. That'd be fun.
if I skipped a vacation every time I had a kidney stone, I never would have. That guy never would have thrown that crab in my
Dude,
face
you've
at
never
Myrtle
gone to that
Beach.
Diddy party.
Is that real?
Yeah, I was at the beach one time. We were crab hunting, and someone
Have y'all told this story already?
Thank you for
Sorry.
I didn't know.
Oh.
That
No.
was just a joke. I didn't know.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you for diving deeper. You're a good interviewer.
I was a little kid, and we were at Myrtle Beach.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. So when I was a little kid, we were at Myrtle Beach and we were crab hunting, and someone picked up a crab and it bit them, and they screamed and frisbee tossed it, and it hit me directly square
Was
in
it
the
big?
face. It was huge.
Oh, shit.
I was like
Did it
10
clamp
years
onto
old.
you?
See, the
No,
funny
it just
thing about
smacked
that
me in the
is-
face.
The funny thing is the crabs at Myrtle Beach are usually in the women, so that's funny
Hello.
I got him to laugh at another thing.
So how old were you when this happened? You said,
I was probably like 10 to 12.
and then he went back 3 years
But-
later and
but-
got the other crabs.
But it's just funny. It's funny seeing someone finally catch one and you go, yeah, and it's just soaring towards your face. And it was like a massive, I mean, big enough to hurt, like
Yeah,
when
okay.
grabbing
Wow.
onto someone's finger. And it just like
somebody
smacked
you
me in
knew?
the face. It was one
was,
of my
was he a racist stepdad?
No.
Like a black crab.
It was one of my cousins, I think.
Wow, that was a shell of a catch. I'll give that one to you.
You think
That
your
was
cousin
great.
was
man.
flirting with you, or
Yeah.
was it one of those situations? You think she was like just trying to like?
It was a guy.
You think he was just trying to like?
This is a whole.
Do you not like crabs now? Like, do you have trauma with crabs?
Dude,
or
I
you-
fucking love crabs.
Okay.
I kind of want to get a tattoo of a crab.
That'd be fun. You have cool tattoos.
Oh,
I don't say
thank
that
you.
about a lot of people, but your sleeves are cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've never really looked at your tattoos.
That's
Do you have any
okay.
tattoos, Eddie, or is it just?
Well,
it's,
first of
it's
all,
not haram. Or
It's
what-
not
what
haram.
what the
Jewish people
say?
actually aren't supposed to get tattoos.
No, I
'cause
know, I know.
You can't get buried in
temple.
Jewish. But I'm not going to get buried in a Jewish graveyard anyway because I'm not bar mitzvahed or anything. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
so it doesn't
no,
even matter.
and the other stuff you've done too.
Is it
Yeah,
too late
yeah.
to get bar mitzvahed?
You're supposed to do it when you're 13.
Is it too late for us to get? Dude, can we have a joint bar mitzvah? I
Oh,
never
that'd be
got
fun.
I never got a bar mitzvah. Can we become men
I
together?
mean, we could have like a bar mitzvah. We should have a bar mitzvah party at
and
the
then we
alley
can jerk
stage.
off together, like
Oh,
real
yeah.
bar mitzvah kids.
Yeah.
Could you- I mean, was it quinceanera or something? What,
That would be
Same
fun.
same kind of idea.
same
Dude.
thing.
I can become a woman.
Dude, can we get a bunch of comedians together that are like barely Jewish and just have like
So-
a big bar mitzvah party
Hold
and
on.
comedy show? That'd
If
be
you don't
fun.
have a quinceanera, you can't get buried in a Mexican graveyard.
Right. No, that's come on.
I don't think they have those same restrictions.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. Maybe they do.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just asking questions.
You're good. You're a good asker. Of
Do you think they have
questions.
tombstones or Bel Grandes?
What do they have? Tombstones or Taco Bells in those graveyards?
Yeah, as a loaded adult. Okay.
Wow. Well, we've hit a screeching halt.
You think they have tombstones or red barons?
Yeah. Nice, dude.
That doesn't make
Took a
any
while.
sense.
Oh shit.
That was just a different type of pizza. That's not Mexican.
You're right.
It's not a Mexican,
Mexican pizza from Taco Bell.
Those shits were good.
No,
Authentic.
they weren't. I love Taco Bell, but Mexican pizza.
I like
no.
Del Taco.
What is
better.
y'all's? Do y'all have like a Taco Bell order or a Waffle House order?
I like Del Taco.
You actually go to Del Taco more.
Del Taco's way better.
good.
Thank you.
Is there
Thank
any close
you.
to here?
Yeah, there's one right over here by the Whole Foods, and then but the one on
Okay.
Barrett Park, the one over by my chiropractor's better.
Okay.
So if you know where my chiropractor
And you
is,
get? Yeah, I do. You get Del Taco a lot.
the joint.
I mix it up. I used to get a lot of Del Taco. It's a little more expensive, but it's more fresh.
Yeah,
Taco
they fill that
Bell.
shit up.
Taco Bell's sweeter. It's more candy-like.
It's very yeah, definitely.
Taco Bell. I get what I used to get was a chicken quesadilla, 2 3-cheese chicken flatbread melts, 2 chicken enchilada burritos, 2 cheesy bean and rice
This is your
burritos.
Taco Bell order?
Yes.
God damn,
Holy
dude.
2 cheesy bean and
How
rice
did
burritos.
you know the exact perfect question to ask him? How did you know?
And
When you asked the
two-
question, I was like, "Yo, who the fuck has their Taco Bell order?"
Oh,
No.
my
2 beefy burrito supremes or something like that.
Wow.
And recently I've ordered half of that and then I cut it in half and half, and so I'll get like 2 or 3 items because I started looking at the calories and I was like, dude, I'm eating like 6,000
Yeah.
calories.
You realize that 8 things from Taco Bell was a lot? Yeah, that's-
I didn't realize they were
It
like
adds up,
400
yeah.
to 500
Never know.
calories a piece.
Oh my god, that's so much.
I eat them so fast.
Damn.
Okay. I mean, you are a large man, so I completely understand. But that isn't. Do you think the people at Taco Bell think like, "Oh, this is a family"? He's like
Yeah.
getting it for a bed, and you just
I
roll.
had a joke about that because this was true.
I've heard jokes from other comedians that
Oh,
they
they
go to
have?
the drive-thru and be like, "I'll take this
Oh,
and this," and
okay.
they like pretend like Did you want
Oh,
something?
okay.
You want? Okay.
That's funny.
And
Yeah,
we'll also
I-
get this. Like, just pretend like somebody else ordering.
I was like, I always open the bag and there's like 10 sets of silverware. Like I'm taking this home to
That
my
is sad.
family.
Yeah.
But-
I get Panda Express a lot. And I can always tell by the
yeah.
amount of fortune cookies they put in there how many people they expected this meal was for.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, that's 4 fortune cookies. They thought there was 4 people eating this.
I drove through the drive-thru
I
the
love
other
Panda
day,
Express.
and the lady literally, I got my order, and she goes to hand me the order, and she went, "Oh my God, are you Triple H?" Like not you look like, but are you?
Did she say triple XL?
And I looked them up like now.
Triple
I
H?
looked them up like recently.
You don't
and
know
I-
Triple H?
You don't
I
know
didn't- I
Hunter,
didn't know.
Wow.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley?
Paul Levesque, the CEO of
no.
WWE?
I didn't know who he was. I'm not
Wow.
a WWE guy.
I thought you just meant you didn't know what he looks like now.
No, I just didn't know.
you
I
look
didn't know who
nothing
he
like
was
him.
at all.
Just
Yeah.
long hair.
I looked it up. I do kind of. I do kind
yeah,
of look like
yeah.
him.
You have
Like
Hunter.
a- like
when
a
he was
drunk.
young, when he was younger.
Yeah, like a.
He's bald now.
Yeah, he's bald and he's like 55, and I was like,
Yeah,
"You think I
weird.
just roll? What the fuck are you talking
No,
about?"
prime Triple H. You have a Triple H quality.
Yeah.
Wait, give me
But
a
I-
little. Real
but I-
quick,
but I
give me
went-
a suck it.
But she was so excited, and I
Give me
went,
a-
"What are you
let me
talking
see.
about? Who is that?" I just
Did you actually
crushed
say
her.
that?
Yeah, of course. I went, "Huh? What? Who is that?"
That's awesome. But also, why
he a
would Triple H be
TikToker?
going to Taco Bell in Georgia at like 2 a.m.?
Well, it was like 4 a.m. or something. It was like time for breakfast. Yeah, that's what it was because I'd hung out at a comedy thing for so long that it had.
This was recently?
Yeah, this was a few months ago.
Okay.
Taco Bell had closed and then reopened in
Oh
the
my
morning,
God.
and I was on my way home after the show.
Wow.
And so it was
That's
like
wild.
the morning Taco Bell crew.
Bro, that's tough.
Did you get breakfast?
They don't have breakfast
You know what's-
anymore.
Taco Bell doesn't have breakfast anymore?
No.
I missed it.
They have
Fuck.
the Eras menu.
You know what's the toughest?
The
you know-
Harris
the Harris menu. You know what's the toughest part, or the toughest thing? I used to have a joke about how like some alcoholics know what time every liquor store around them closes, but real alcoholics know what time every liquor store opens. Which is fuck, because there's a Total Wine right near me that opens at 8 a.m.
Oh, really? And you can buy at 8 a.m. except on Sundays?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
But there's been certainly nights that I've worked till like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I get home and so I've been drinking. I've been up all night, and so I will go there at 8 a.m. And yeah, that's the worst feeling in
Wow.
the fucking world.
Yeah,
Going at 8 a.m. to buy a
think it's-
$4 bottle of vodka. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude. There's
Yeah,
like- there's a
can I get the
Chick-fil-A
one with the sombrero on the top?
There's a Chick-fil-A right next to it. There's like a whole long fucking line
Yeah.
of Chick-fil-A. Yeah, it's just it's tough.
Yeah. They
You
open.
guys ready for the TikTok ban?
Is it
Are you,
is it
are you-
happening? I don't know if it's happening.
Yeah, it's
I think
happening
they-
Sunday.
I think they were supposed to vote. I don't know if they actually voted.
They're
or
voting this Sunday. It's
Oh,
supposed to
yeah.
come out,
So, I mean,
it's supposedly going to pass, which the hilarious thing, there's a couple hilarious things. So first of all, Joe Biden came out today and said that he will not enforce the TikTok ban while he's still president.
that's nice of
a
him.
few days.
So what's cool is the TikTok ban goes in on Sunday. He stops being president on Monday. So for about, you can get off your phone. It's not,
Oh, my
Biden's not
bad.
texting you.
My bad.
No, but I think it's hilarious that Joe Biden.
I was checking
the TikTok
what
ban
the
goes
date
into,
is
goes
today.
into effect on Sunday.
Yeah.
Joe Biden stops being president on Monday, and he came out with this big press conference that he's not going to enforce the TikTok ban while he's still
For 12 hours?
For 12 hours, yeah, like, all right, cool, you brave motherfucker, you
Get your time in.
No, but he's like it's Trump's problem. I'm not gonna ban it. Like, okay, all right. But the other hilarious thing is there's some other similar Chinese app.
I have
similar
a lot to
TikTok,
say about this.
Red Note, yeah. I don't have a lot. I don't know a lot about it, but I've seen like videos of like all these like super liberals and like other people coming out and like, okay, oh really, American government? So you want to stop us from using TikTok because you don't want the Chinese government to have our information? Well, this is your worst nightmare. We're going to join this one that's going to get all of our information. So fuck you, government. And I just think it's the most hilarious thing that these people are all just like, we're going to give all of our information, all of our personal private information, all of our banking account to China. So fuck you, American government.
that
we'll
would
stick it
be-
to you.
that would
I guess
be-
the most hilarious thing that people are just like, yeah, like cutting off their nose to spite their face, just like a weird like,
Yeah,
all right.
I do think that would be a good side hustle. Instead of selling plasma, you sell your information to China, just like
Dude,
outright.
yeah. Dude, that's a good joke. That's a good idea. Yeah, I just go to some like center and just get plugged in. Like,
I type in
I
all
like
my
ducks. I like pizza. I like Taco Bell. I like this is my order from Taco Bell. Just getting them all.
I
your
like
data.
Star Wars shirts. I like video games.
I would buy that.
Just straight up.
Plasma
You guys
donation.
don't have to spend any time trying to get to know me. I'm gonna
Dude,
give you
that's
all the
great.
information right
Right.
now.
Dude, but that's what people are making like TikToks about, or like
Yeah.
like the U.S. government is afraid of China getting all our information. Well, we're going to give them all of our information. This is your worst nightmare.
Do we want to play?
Okay.
Do we want to play rock paper scissors as to who gets that joke?
No, it's your joke.
No, it's yours. Yeah, it's yours. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I had nothing to do with that.
I forgot what I said.
You can watch it back again.
But my wife is on TikTok a lot, and she put like the self limiter on her phone so that it would limit her usage per day.
Yeah.
Because she was just on it so much, and so when she started seeing that it was gonna get banned, she started switching to Red Note, and I just I woke up in the morning and she was sitting there. And I walk into the living room, and she was just sitting on her phone, and she just was just speaking Chinese. She was just reading Mandarin, and I was like, "What does that mean?" And she was like, "It means like shithead or something." I don't know really what the use case is for that, but it was just like a weird list, and she was just sitting there. I'm not going to do the impression.
No, yeah, we're indoctrinating. Yeah, no, do it. But the other thing I saw today was like that Chinese people are now posting like, "Yo, can you get these fucking white sluts off of our app?" Like they're like demonizing our country. Like our country is like nice and pure. Like all these fucking sluts are coming on here dancing all slutty and stuff. They're like, "Can you please not bring that to our app?" It's fucking hilarious, dude. I love it. I love when other countries are racist towards white people. It's great.
Well, but their stuff's
like
a lot
Japanese
more.
people hate us.
The Japanese people hate us.
Yeah.
They probably should.
Yeah,
we kind of nuked them twice, but
Okay, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
That was
Get over it.
that was like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
nuke me once, shame on me. Nuke me twice, shame on you, America. But yeah, there's content's a lot more wholesome than ours. They're not as horny, I think, which they should be. I think they have China. I think they have a breeding problem.
Yeah.
They should, maybe
They probably should
we'll
be
help
more
them out
horny.
with our
Maybe these
horny-
white sluts will get these. I can't say that. We'll get these
You can.
Chinese gentlemen horned up for some
You
ladies.
can say white
over there.
sluts, but okay.
Yeah.
You're good. That checks out.
But yeah,
I used to have somebody. I used to know people that would get offended when I would say Mexican. That's such a weird. Like it's just so weird. Like I'm doing like
It's a country they're
my
from.
Mexican friend. Like whoa, dude, whoa, man, hey. I'm like what? Like come on, man.
Sorry,
I'm
my
like-
friend from South Texas.
No, I was like,
He,
oh, okay, yeah, just weird.
you have a friend
Yes,
from
this
South
red
Texas.
note.
No, I was
Texas.
just I was riffing on his
the
thing.
deep south.
That's another to bring it back to what we were talking about racist stuff. In high, one of my like very best friends is from Mexico.
Yeah.
He is Mexican, and he's a He's like an AEW wrestler and stuff.
Oh, who's your friend?
Adrian Alanis. He had a match on Monday Night Raw a few months ago.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You did tell me
Yeah,
about
yeah.
him. You did tell me
Rey
about him.
Mysterio.
You ever heard of
I
him?
don't know if you know.
Yeah. But in high school, we had this one friend that they'd just been friends with forever, and then we all became friends. But the two of them went to McDonald's, and when they were leaving out the back, my Mexican friend was driving, and this white dude was in the passenger seat. And a Mexican McDonald's worker was taking out the trash, and the white dude rolls down the window and goes, "Go back to your own fucking country, you filthy bean." You know, the full thing. And my Mexican buddy was like, "What are you doing? Do you not know?" It was just like blatant, like out in front of him. Just, we don't talk to that guy anymore. But
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
but yeah,
Racist people aren't cool. That's my main takeaway from this podcast is racist people.
So bold
Thumbs down.
bold stand to take. Wow.
you racist,
I'm gonna
you're
put
not
a-
welcome here. Don't
If
watch.
you're racist, me and Perry are going to beat you up.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put a black square on my Instagram real quick. Make sure people know I'm not racist. There we go. Cool. We're good. Don't worry, guys. We're good on everything I've said so far. It's cool. I put a black square.
Nice.
You guys,
I
we haven't had a podcast since New Year's Eve. You guys have a good New Year's Eve? Any,
I don't remember.
make a little trip to New Orleans? Make a little drive through? Okay.
I've never been to New Orleans.
All right. Make sure that wasn't. All right.
I thought about going to New Orleans.
You think that guy was just pissed off about what Diplo said on the New Year's Eve?
I just
Did
realized.
you see
I
what
just
Diplo said?
realized what you were referring to. I forgot what happened in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not chronically online.
You drive it, take a little drive through New Orleans, a little
Yeah.
late night.
In your Tesla Cybertruck.
A little late, no, that was Vegas.
different.
Whatever.
Oh, they're different.
See, I told you, I'm
Come
not
on,
online.
man.
I don't know these things.
No, I just think
I read the local papers.
I want to blame it all on Diplo. There was like a big controversy. Did you see the clip where Diplo, like the whole like the NBC New Year's Eve, whatever, like where they had like
Yeah,
Ryan
Dick
Seacrest,
Clark.
the gay boys talk about like, oh, we're gay, New Year's Eve, let's get drunk.
Who
And they
are
had-
who are the gay boys?
I don't remember their names. But one's Ryan Seacrest, and the other one is the other dude, Matt. No, I don't know.
Andy Cohen
Yeah, there you go.
and-
Andy Cohen.
and Vanderbilt. Anderson Cooper.
Thank you. Yes, those gays. They are gay. They're both gay. So I wasn't wrong.
I don't know if Anderson Cooper's gay.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
my bad.
I think he's married to a dude. Anyways, so they had
Good for him.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
Congratulations.
We support- I support, dude. I love gays.
Marriage is tough.
I love gays. The other ones, but yeah, they had Diplo on, and they were talking about how much they were drinking, and Diplo admitted that he was tripping on acid, and it was like this big controversy online because Diplo came out and they're like, "You're tripping," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm tripping a little bit." And so I think that's what made the guy drive through New Orleans.
Why? What's their connection? Go ahead.
Who's Diplo?
He's a DJ.
DJ, you motherfucker! Come on. I don't know. Yeah,
Do I look like I listen to what
famous
kind of
DJ.
music do DJs make?
EDM. Yeah.
No, not for me.
Okay.
Why do you think the Diplo thing made the guy run into 30 people in Bourbon Street with his truck? Like, what? I don't understand what the connection is there.
I wasn't expecting a follow up.
Sorry, I mean, you just kind of said it.
Yeah, no, I know. It sounded
I
better.
know I
earlier
should.
when I
I know
thought
I should
about
just
it.
yes and. I know I should just
Yeah,
yes
yeah.
and. But it's against my good nature when people died and the Georgia Bulldogs lost to make.
I just
a
feel
joke
like he
about
found
New
out
Orleans.
that Diplo was tripping, and he just really took it. I was like, fuck this dude.
Fuck this Diplo. I got to take matters into my own hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
This
Sorry, I
Diplo,
questioned you.
I have to take matters into my own hands. Enough with this guy.
Like there was a Diplo song on his radio, and he didn't know how to turn it off. And it was
Oh,
just
now
like,
that
yeah.
makes sense. That
Yeah,
makes sense. If you were driving down
Yeah,
Canal Street
Diplo
and there
song.
was a Diplo song, you couldn't figure it out, and,
Yeah.
then you ran into 30 people, I would understand.
I'd be mag dumping in Creole folks
Trying to
left
go
and
to Diplo
right.
song.
I'd have
He did
no
the one
idea.
with
Yeah.
Justin Bieber. The
Is it too late now to say so?
something like
Is
that.
it
I
that
don't
one?
know.
Is that Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know any Justin Bieber songs?
God, do you know anything about Justin Bieber?
I
dude?
I know. Juicy. I'm juicy. juicy.
That's not Justin Bieber.
What?
No.
What? Who is that?
I
dude?
don't
Who-
know.
who even is
yummy, 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 yummy. That song.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that him? Is that him?
Yummy.
Yeah.
Why
I
is
got-
that the one song you know?
I don't know.
You don't know Baby or Boyfriend?
What's boyfriend?
If I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go.
That's Justin
I could
Bieber?
take you places. Yeah, that you never been before.
Why
No.
did he deepen his voice to do that?
Because he deepens his voice.
Oh, okay.
But then he goes falsetto. Then he goes, I'd like to be anything you want. Hey,
Oh,
girl,
no.
let me talk to you. Then
And
he
so
goes back to
that's-
the deep voice.
And so that's Diplo. He was on.
He was on Dick
He
Clark's
was on
Rockin' New Year's Eve.
the New Year's Eve live stream.
So he
and
was
they like cut to him. He was like at his house or
Uh-huh.
whatever, and they were like, "So what are you doing to celebrate tonight?" And he was like, "Well, I'm actually tripping on LSD right now." And they were like, "What?" And they were
Whoa.
like drunk off their asses and just like,
Yeah.
like they didn't care that much, but like it's been like a controversy online that like he's promoting drug use and like how
I don't
could he?
even-
Like there's children watching that.
Yeah,
was at the
even though
Mason-
Anderson Cooper and
Yeah, even
and
though they're
Andy Cohen were
fucking-
getting fucked up.
Yeah, even though they're
taking
gay
shots.
as fuck. Yeah, yeah. So it's cool for your kids to see gay dudes, but not drug use. Okay, all right, America.
America, pick your sides,
Right?
dude.
Jeez.
I forgot this event happened.
One
This
sin's
was-
worse than the other.
I forgot this happened. When this was at the Macy's Day Parade on Thanksgiving or something.
Yeah,
What
something like
was
that.
it?
Yeah, it's one of those ones where they cover. Yeah, it's the one that. Yeah, it was the Dick Clark one that like.
You know what's
yeah, it's like
funny?
a real famous
I've
one.
been in New Orleans on New Year's Eve before in 2019 and 2020. So no one ran into me there. So I don't know what all these people are complaining about.
right.
So I was like,
Fucking
I don't know.
libtards.
You're like, I can't relate. I haven't had the same experience.
I haven't had the same lived
I haven't
experience.
Do you think
encountered
it
a
was
terrorist
Do
event.
you think it was something they were wearing or something they could have
could've
done better to avoid?
I mean, they were probably
It
wearing.
wasn't like 4 a.m.
I mean-
that's pretty fucking wild to be out at 4 a.m. on New Year's Eve or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's like after the ball drops, like we do all this shit. Like go fucking home if you're not in bed by 1 a.m. Yeah, like,
Way to victim
On a
blame.
Yeah,
you
you're-
guys should have been in bed by now.
Tuesday
Of course,
night.
you're gonna get attacked by ISIS.
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
You did
to
have
be
ISIS
to be
flag.
fair, so I was in.
It was a white dude that was like a military veteran, but he had a ISIS flag. Pretty sweet.
I went to UGA. I was in the UGA Redcoat Band. My freshman year, we went to New Orleans on New Year's Eve for the Sugar Bowl. Nothing
much?
happened. This year, the Redcoats were there again for Georgia versus Notre Dame, and the Redcoats put a curfew on them at 2 a.m., so no Redcoats got hurt. Which did they have? Not to be like conspiracy guy.
It was an inside job.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't.
Georgia knew. I blame it on Carson Beck.
I do. I also blame it on Carson Beck. If he wanted to postpone the game a day so he could have another day to plan, and then he was hurt.
Carson Beck's the guy that killed all those people in New
Supposedly.
Orleans.
No,
Yep.
Carson Beck was the starting quarterback for UGA.
That's right. That's right. And then he was killed in New Orleans.
But do we know where
Yeah.
he was that night? Because he certainly wasn't playing in his fucking playoff game. That's for
True.
sure.
He did have
So he
UCL
could have
surgery.
been- UCL. I've never heard of that.
It's in your elbow, I guess. Same thing as you ever played.
Oh, really?
It's like Tommy John's or
Oh.
whatever. Same shit. I don't know.
Who did? Wait, was that the same day Georgia lost, or what? What was
yeah.
it?
Or well,
I'm
the
saying,
game was post.
he wasn't. He didn't play in that game.
So who did Georgia play?
Notre Dame. Those damn Catholics.
Notre Dame. So trying to think of something.
Figured
So
a
while-
Jew would hate Catholics.
Yeah. So,
I don't hate.
so-
that's
so,
not. I
so-
don't hate them because I'm Jewish. I hate Catholics because I hate Notre Dame and all the things they do to little kids.
I'm gonna cut this
It's
out.
funny
but
when they played Penn State, how there was like a
Yeah,
rival. They were like,
pedophiles versus
you
pedophiles.
guys touch
Yeah.
boys, and they're like, yeah, your whole thing was like touching. Yeah,
So,
like your whole religion was touching boys. We had one
That was the
guy.
point.
We
The
had
whole-
Jerry Sandusky. We had one dude touching boys. You guys had like your whole thing. That's like your
Yeah.
whole thing is touching.
So that when that was happening, Jacob Worthington was saying those two dudes, they were at the same military base as him at the same
Oh yes,
time.
I remember him talking about this on
Yeah,
stage.
but he was coming over, and there's a breakfast.
Wait,
place.
the New Orleans guy and the Vegas
Yeah,
guy.
they both went to the same. They were
Holy shit!
in the
they're both
same
veterans,
military.
Yeah.
So literally, Jacob Worthington was telling me this. There's a breakfast place across the street from my apartment, and it packs out on the weekend. It's Saturday morning, and we're standing outside, and he's yelling, "Dude, it's crazy! Those two terrorist guys were at the same military base as me." And he was talking about how he was on the phone with me, talking about how he had to take his shit inside, and he goes, "It's crazy, dude! Those two guys were at the same military base at the
Crazy,
same time
man. I gotta
I
go
was."
do it. I just gotta go do it, man. I can't wait.
No.
I gotta go do it. All right, this is like my thing. I gotta do it.
No, but he's like, "It's crazy. They're at the same time as me." Anyway, dude, I really gotta go. I gotta go blow up this breakfast place. He's talking about taking a shit, and then he was like, "Wait a second, this sounds
Yeah, for real.
like I'm about to do a terrorist attack on this cafe."
Shout out Jacob Worthington.
I love that
Oh,
guy.
yeah. He was on this podcast.
Oh, he did
Our
it?
First guest ever.
Oh, that's
Yep.
nice. Yeah, he's
Pretty
probably
cool.
a great guest.
He was
way
was
better
actually
than me.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're a great
definitely
guest.
way better. Than
No, he's he's funny.
It's
He
not
has
a
good
co- I
takes.
told you it's not a goddamn competition. You're a great guest. Just
It's-
can I not give you a fucking? I hate.
No, I'm terrible at taking compliments.
I am too.
It's my worst. Yeah, one of my worst features besides the bald spot. But then taking compliments is number 2.
I'd put the nose too. Maybe compliments 3.
Maybe.
The overall build, I think, could use some work.
Why? I'd kill for that build. Are you kidding me? You would too. Shut up.
I probably would. I probably would.
No, me and Perry have actually had really interesting conversations about like body weight and like body image and stuff. And it's
Yeah.
like I saw a different side of you with those conversations because
Oh.
I didn't realize how like
Where do you turn around? He's never seen that side of you, you fucking fat fuck. Get it? Body.
that was fun. This is
All right.
fun.
Well, no, body positivity. That's what this podcast is about. We're not racist. We're not.
Well, actually,
Body.
that's another point I have to say. Why are we all into body? We're all into body positivity, except when it comes to like bald. Like I'm balding, and no one's body positive about balding.
What do you mean?
Yeah, stand on your point. Tell us.
No, I mean it's
I
like
get what you're saying.
yeah, like women are like you got to
Well, so
accept
you
my
can't
body
control,
for what
right?
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like okay, I
These
have male
fat
pattern
bitches-
bald.
Hold on,
Hold on. That's not the angle I thought
These
you
fat,
were going.
What do you mean?
These fat bitches want to talk about.
That's not what I'm saying.
I thought you were
We're
going to
not
say
tall
like
enough.
what?
No, I'm talking about men's height.
No,
and
but I agree.
bald
It's the
and, like-
height thing too. Yeah, it's
I
like
didn't-
stuff you can't
and these
control.
fat cunts are just
No, I'm
walking
not
around.
saying that part.
I didn't think you were going the women hating. I didn't think you were going. Yeah, dude. Why can't I just be bald? You fat bitches.
I
Like-
didn't say that.
No,
you did.
no, I know. You were, I'm saying I didn't think
No.
you were. I thought you were going to make the point of like all these dudes are like fighting against like baldness.
That too. We shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shouldn't have to.
But I don't think anyone really cares when someone's bald. You're gonna
Some
care.
do.
You're. I'm saying the person that's going bald cares more than anyone else.
That is true.
Yeah, I'd say
depends.
the
Like
short thing is more.
The short thing's a part of it too.
Yeah, but you're
That
not
is-
short.
I mean,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
think
true.
it matters. I don't think the height matters. Every guy thinks all this shit matters, and then the
Says 6'5" guy with nice hair. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
I don't think, guys. I don't think it's
And you're already married, so it's not like you have to like give a shit anyways.
I understand, but I think dudes focus on that so much,
Yeah.
and they externalize it, and so then when they're on a date with a girl, they're like, "I'm just not good enough. I got all these problems," and they're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" Like, but
Yeah.
But I think going bald, it just depends on how, because like if you're like, I'm going bald, I got to grow my hair out really long, and then all your hair weighs it down, and then you look more bald.
Yeah.
But your hairline might not recede anymore or get worse, and so it might just be it might just look the same, and it just looks fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, why worry about it? I know I'm coming from a place of, but I mean
You're coming from a place of privilege. Yeah.
Privilege.
I guess
Wow.
I don't know. I don't think of it that way.
Hey, Perry, your privilege is showing.
Yeah, for real.
But you know what I mean, though? If some guy's like balding,
Yeah.
and he's like trying to save it, and it just looks shitty,
Yeah.
versus like you're balding gracefully, and you're like letting it look how it's gonna look.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get fat gracefully. Think of it that way. You can get bald gracefully. You can't go fat.
I don't know. I think
gracefully.
I'm spreading it out throughout my.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
really
But you're
pulled
also a
off.
large man, so you
You're
gain
wearing
weight. It
layers.
kind of balances out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying women are. I wasn't saying women are. I wasn't trying. I wasn't saying the fat
they don't know
bitch
how to
thing.
balance it out. They're not big.
I guess I'm saying men should be. We should take body positivity too. We should also be like we're beautiful bald. We're beautiful short. Also, we should take that stance more.
But I think it's the dudes that have those things that are
Yeah.
talking about it more, and I think that if a woman cares about that, don't talk to that woman.
Yeah.
Find a woman who doesn't care.
Yeah.
Don't just keep talking to women that care about that quality of someone.
Find a
They're
woman
not
that
gonna
likes you for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or your money.
Oh, well, you don't have that, so maybe
I do
for
fine.
You.
I do fine.
Oh,
I don't have like money, but I have like I live.
Okay, brag about it. Why don't
Jesus
you?
Christ.
You're coming from a place of privilege.
Yeah. Well, that part money, I'm very privileged in that department. But other places,
Okay, you're standing. You're what is it?
standing on business.
You're 6'8" when you standing on your stacks.
Stand on my
I've
money.
never heard that one.
My friend Rawad, he would always say,
And then if you put the money on your head, you're not bald.
that is true.
There you go. There you go,
Get a
bud.
money yarmulke.
Think of it that way.
My friend Rawad would always say, I'm 6 feet tall. Stand on my money. I'm 6 feet tall. He would like
Oh.
repeat that all the time. I
That
always
was
thought
his
it was funny.
catchphrase?
Yeah. Well, he has a lot of catchphrases. Shout out to Rawad.
Dude, yeah. What if you made a
Don't shout
yarmulke
at
out of
Rawad. Don't
hundreds?
shout at Rawad.
Why can't? Okay, sorry.
I don't want to fucking.
Yeah.
He does hate Israel. That guy does hate
All
Israel.
right, shout out Rawad. Shout out Rawad.
Shameless plug, Rawad. You're doing something right.
Dude, you're good, man. I didn't know you hated Israel.
Yeah.
Shout out Rawad.
I'm enjoying myself.
Hell yeah.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, you know what I thought we should probably do though, because I started listening to our podcast on 1.25% speed. And it's way better. I think we should just when you're editing it, maybe add like 10% speed to it. I think sometimes we talk a little bit slow and it gets a little bit, like I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, but that's-
maybe we don't put the clues in the podcast, but I think we could go like 110% speed on the podcast. I think that would help. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's the same thing with going bald. It's like if people don't like you, then they don't like you.
They just don't
They don't like
it.
how slow we talk and they don't like it. Dude.
I don't think we talk slow.
No,
It's just when it's the two of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's been fun. This has been great.
Yeah.
Hell
Was
yeah.
Kevin on this podcast? Kevin was on.
Yeah.
How did he do?
Great.
I love that.
He was a
guy.
lot of fun. I
Yeah,
love Kevin.
Kevin was great.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Oh yeah, good dude.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all.
Wait, are we going to talk about bits?
We're fucking wait.
We can do it. We can talk about bits.
All
If
right,
you guys
hurry
want
up.
it.
All right, what's your bit?
Well,
Show me your bit.
Okay, if Joe Rogan can interview Trump for 3 hours, I think we're okay.
No, we don't do 3.
Right.
Okay,
Hey, fucking Mark Zuckerberg. That was wild.
maybe we don't have to talk about bits, but I mean, I have like.
No, go ahead.
Just tell me if you think this joke is funny, because this is something I wrote a long time ago, and I think I could maybe do it better now.
Let's see.
I'm going to give you my undivided attention.
Okay, you ever heard like your parents have sex
No.
before? Did you ever hear your parents have sex growing up?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you did. Yeah, I did. I did too, and I hated it. I hated.
Okay. You're
And
not
so-
gonna say that's how you knew your parents were still love each other, right?
That's not what I was
There's a
gonna-
logo- Okay,
that's
a
not
logo
what I was gonna
comment.
say.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
I hated hearing my parents having sex. So one night, I was hearing them having sex, and I finally got up, and I was like, I'm tired of it. So I got up and I muted the video. No, okay, not good. Not good. Not a good misdirect.
I liked it.
It's not funny.
I mean,
It's fine.
something. Yeah, maybe you're just like, like you guys ever hear your parents having sex growing up? It sucks, dude. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
that was
no.
the only thing. I wrote it down again because I
But then
rethought
just
about
change
it.
the channel, or turn the TV off, or
Mhm.
I get the idea behind it, but yeah, it might just be.
What,
yeah.
or what if you said like you turn it do that thing where you're like Yeah, I'll speed this part up.
Hearing your parents have sex is like. Is that what you want me to do?
No. God, no.
Yeah, tell me the things that it's like.
No, like I hated having hated hearing your parents having sex growing up, and you're like somehow get to like make it sound like you're going there to watch it through the window or something.
Yeah.
Like you're like, it's a recent thing.
It's a recent thing.
Yeah.
And okay, so instead of a muting thing, it's like
you're going to watch, and they don't know because you don't live with them.
I hate hearing my parents have sex. I only want to watch.
No,
that's not what you're saying.
God, I hate when I hear my parents have sex because I'm missing out on all the fun. That's not what I meant at all.
I think he means like I hate hearing my parents have sex, but if they would stop inviting me over for Christmas dinner, maybe I wouldn't have to. Or like you went over there and
I hate hearing my parents have sex because I'm like that. If you would let me, I could do so much better than you.
Okay,
Not
that's the
hitting
one
it right.
bit I wanted to try. I just
But you know what I mean though. Like
No, I don't.
somehow reframing it like you're going over there and watching it through the window, like out of your way. You don't live with them.
Oh. I hate hearing my parents have sex. I have to fucking drive 20 miles. Is that what you're saying?
I hate seeing my parents.
It's so expensive.
Okay.
All the gas money.
I have to book a flight.
Like I hate seeing my parents have sex, so I'm gonna take a new bike route home from now on. Or a new bike route to school from now on. Or, I don't know. Yeah, just
something like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
because when you say like didn't you guys hate hearing because instead of asking the question and relying on the response, saying like I hated because if you just start with I hated hearing my parents have sex growing up, and then you flip it to, I don't know if it makes sense, but I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
I feel like there's something there. I don't know.
Yeah, I just thought it was a funny misdirect. Obviously I was wrong, but that's jokes, right?
No, you're
Some
not
of them
wrong.
won't work.
You're never wrong.
That's not true at all. Sounds like Matt wants to be done, I think.
no. I'm trying to think. No, I'm like deep in thought about that joke. I was trying to think of an idea of like, when you watch porn and they show like the little clip before the actual porn scene, and it's usually like anime, like the Family Guy porn, or like we dare you not to come. It'd be funny if that was your parents, or like you guys hate it when you see your parents have sex. It's like, God, I can't skip the ad fast enough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Different misdirect options.
That was mine.
No.
There's
There's a lot of different misdirections you can do.
No, I like the basic idea, but like you said, you just have to find the perfect wording of it to make it. Like I said, the idea is good, but it just would have to be kind of worded perfectly to make it like,
What was it again?
His was talking about like an ad,
the ads
like if
before
you're
porn, and like don't you hate seeing your parents have sex, and like you can't skip the ad for 5 seconds, or something like
or something like I hated seeing my parents having sex growing up, but their OnlyFans subscription is so cheap I can't help but I'm Jewish. I love a good deal. Jesus Christ.
Someone had to direct their videos. They needed some kind of.
They don't know
cinematographer.
They're not going to pay an editor, and they don't know how to.
Yeah.
That kind of leads into the joke. So for that show 50 First Jokes, I got asked like the day before to do it, the one in Atlanta. So it's basically every year they pick the top 50 comedians in Atlanta or whatever, the 50 they choose to do their first joke. It has to be a brand new joke you've never done ever before. And like all the comics are in there, so they're all going to fucking call you out if it's a joke they've heard before. So you have to just like I said, I got asked the day before. So I was like trying to think of some fucking shit. So I did a couple jokes that I'd kind of been thinking of before that. So I did like topical jokes because I had gotten this fucking shitty haircut right before it. And so I go, I know what you guys are thinking. I did not choose his haircut, all right? I did not want to look like I was the official DJ of the January 6th insurrection. And then I went into, and I got laughs. I go, I promise you guys, I did not want to look like I direct my cousin's OnlyFans videos. And I got a laugh. And then I went into, so the bit was about how there's free OnlyFans. I don't know if you guys have ever been on OnlyFans. Like some chicks do, like, or dudes, like I'm assuming, do like free, like
Dudes, I'm
they'll give like
assuming.
free, like certain like parts of their content they'll give out for free, so you can get like a little taste of the action, whatever. Assuming you're gonna buy more. And my joke was, I'm a Costco guy. Of course I can fill up on free samples. It goes off to me and the Costco guys, whatever. They got a big laugh, whatever.
You should have been like, this gay porn gets 5 big booms.
I know. I thought about extending it. So I did think about extending the joke. So I thought about extending the joke. I'm glad you brought that up because I wouldn't have thought about that. So I thought about doing the joke about like, I'm a Costco guy. Of course I can fill up on free samples. And like, girls don't want to hear that. they definitely don't want to hear that you give their pussy 2 booms. Boom, boom. Yeah, so I thought about and if you have a black girlfriend, she definitely doesn't want you to call her your double chub chocolate cookie.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say double chunk chocolate pussy.
Oh, all right, even better. See, this is why we do this. This is why we do this. My double chunk chocolate pussy. That's fucking great. All right, I'm doing that one. God damn it. Add another racist joke to the repertoire.
Yeah.
But then and then the second part of it I did was that I hate how frugal I get when it comes to OnlyFans. And this is based on a true story.
Like it's a necessity or something.
No. No, it's like not. It's like so how frugal and weirdly cheap I get when it comes because so the joke I did there I go. I'd pay any woman in here $100 right now to see your tits. And then I did like a little action where looking to see if anybody was showing their tits, which got a good laugh, whatever. I go, but the other day I was sitting in bed and I found out my high school crush was on OnlyFans. And I was literally sitting in bed with my credit card in one hand, my dick in the other hand, trying to decide whether $9.99 was enough to see my high school crush's pussy for 30 days. Mm-hmm. And I go, spoiler alert, it wasn't. Mm-hmm. So it's a funny idea because it's based on a true story where I did one of my big high school crushes. I found out she was OnlyFans. I went to her OnlyFans page and it was $9.99 to see all of her content for 30 days. And I was like, it took me a minute to decide. I don't know if that's worth it. What the fuck? But then I came to realize $10 to see my high school crush's pussy. Are you kidding me? Such a weird that I was just really whereas any woman on the street, if any woman came up to me and was like, $50, I'll show you my tits. I'm like, well, okay, all right, yeah.
I remember you doing that joke. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. So it's just it's a funny idea of why am I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The idea of it. But it's also based on the, we get free samples. Porn has got us so, we're so used to free porn. I'm not going to pay for that. What? That's more of a sin. I don't care about paying for whatever. But I'm not going to pay for porn. That's
well, and then you can make the comparison or whatever. I take the free samples at Costco, but I don't buy the box of 100 fucking waffles after I eat it.
Just try it doesn't mean I'm going to,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like all the. Well, also I feel like if we're just sitting here staring at each other, doing a joke on stage is so different to an audience. You know what I mean? So you never it.
No, I mean that's why we're not
just because we didn't laugh out loud.
Yeah. But that's nothing you were talking about earlier. Or you tried telling your jokes or whatever, and he doesn't laugh or what. It's but that's not. Comedians are never gonna.
He did
I'm also I'm paying attention, so I'm more
likely they're going to be you're going to get more often how's a good one?
Yeah,
more which is so annoying with other comics, but you kind of have to get used to that.
Sometimes I'm also laughing because I'm just riffing off of it in my head,
right? Yeah,
and then no one else is hearing it because y'all are talking, and so I'm just laughing to myself.
Other comics are going to laugh way more at the absurdity or at you bombing. They're going to laugh more at you than they're going to laugh with you. So just get used to that. I've had so many comics laugh. There's Dedrick Flynn. He just moved to Austin, but one of the big comics, dude. Every show I would do with him, it sucked. Every joke that wouldn't kill, I would do a joke and it wouldn't crush him. You would hear him in the back of the room, ha ha ha, when nobody else is laughing, and he loved it, and he genuinely was laughing because he thought it was hilarious that you said something that bombed.
That's the thing.
It's certain comics, they don't want to see you do well. They're gonna laugh at the awkward shit. Are you bombing? Are you doing something weird? Are you messing up on a word?
The situation of it to me is really funny because I'm like, oh, it's a good joke, but I've heard you do it 25 times.
Right, so if you
I'm like, oh shit, I saw you at this place and it crushed, and then I see it, and then I look around and it's all these people that are just
what? Yeah, that's funnier than yeah.
You're I'm not in the mood for that, and you're okay, well, why'd you come in the first place? When I worked at Target, we had to do training videos, and all the training videos were
stock all the bathing suits where boys could tuck their penises.
Yeah, where little boys could shove their crotches up into themselves.
Yeah, I like those.
Or whatever. I don't know. That was all a hoax anyway. I know. People were taking the adult clothes and putting them in the It's this trans kid's wearing a 3XL penis tucker? Is
why is there a men's 4-piece suit in the little girl section?
Yeah.
What is this?
She's not going to fit in that.
That's hilarious.
What's this agenda?
That'd be hilarious to get to do. You just go to Target and you have just obviously men's clothes. Whoa, what are they doing to our kids?
Yeah, because I said something about that, and I was like, what fucking 6-year-old needs to wear a bikini in the first place? It's this Target lingerie for these kids I thought was fine until they were tucking the penises into their pants. The lingerie was hot until I saw it was
We
for
were
the
cool
trans.
with the thongs for little girls, but
Yeah.
don't put a boy in it. Right?
That baby G-string
They're
was
called
fine.
G-strings because they're for girls. G for girls. They're not B-strings. They're G-strings.
But we had to do all these, like, watch these training videos, and there was one, and it was how to deal with an active shooter. And there was a guy in the video with a trench coat and a gun walking around Target. And then it was like it was like the options to deal with it, and one was
Where
hide.
it pauses the scene, and one of those training videos where it pauses it. How would you react in this scenario?
Yeah.
Yo,
No, it wasn't that. It was
I would take off my fucking Target vest and I would walk out of the fire.
that was one of the options.
I'm going home.
It was like option number 1, escape. If you can't escape,
Go
hide.
home.
If
Yeah.
you can't hide and you're close enough to the shooter, find weapons. Is literally what the video said. And it was someone pushing a Muslim woman in a wheelchair up to these sports equipment, and she's grabbing a bat off the rack. Like, they're
Wow.
gonna push her in the wheelchair, and she's gonna take down the shooter. But it was just like, here's a gay guy grabbing a weapon, here's a black guy grabbing a weapon, here's this ethnicity. It was like, we're all gonna come together to fight this. And the shooter was like a
Muslim-
white dude with scraggly hair and a trench coat. But we're watching it, and my, like,
Why would the Muslim lady need a bat when she already has bombs taped to her vest? That makes no sense. Why would you just wheel her in and just
yeah, why don't they just drive her out to her car? She drove her in a Toyota truck with a mounted machine gun in the bed of it.
I mean, you know what to do. Just make a
What?
cell phone call to her pager and let it do its thing.
Why doesn't she just use
You get that. You get that.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I understood
Not
all
that
of
he gets
these.
that.
What?
No, but the pager thing. You
Why doesn't she just use some of that
really
military equipment her family stole when Biden left Iraq? Like, what? Why doesn't she just fly a plane into the fucking building and kill the shooter? Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
This was fucking insane. This was so...
good time. Another brilliant episode of the Show Me Your Bits podcast.
I'm glad I ran a bit that absolutely ate ass. That's fun.
No, I thought it was funny.
You know, or if we're racist, you're sucked. So
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
worse?
Yeah.
Make sure you send this to your mom.
Yeah, she would love this.
after.
Nah, you'll probably get moved on to the second round of our podcast if your mom listens to it.
That's funny.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, golly.
Shout out. Fucking Eddie Carter. Thank you so much for being
Thanks
here.
for
We'll
having
definitely
me.
have you
That was-
back
that
when
was
we get
fun.
better at this.
Y'all are two silly guys.
We are two silly guys. Remember that, people. We're just being silly guys. All right. Thank you guys so much. I'm Matt, Perry, Eddie. Have a good night. We'll see y'all in 1 week to 2 months.
Bye.